Just getting ready to get rolling here at Homestead, Miami. Well, not me personally, but other people at the racetrack are getting ready to run at Homestead, Miami Speedway. Excited for tomorrow because it is my first race ever. Heck yeah! Enjoy your time at the track. Get there early. Soak it all in, man. Go to all of it. All of it. Pre-race, post-race, the whole thing. All right. Cars are getting ready to roll. Fire the engines already, and they're rolling off pit road now. Pole sitter Trevor Bain got a great lap yesterday. Outside Noah Gregson. Then it'll be the pairing of Gibbs and Hemrick, Jones and Mayer after that. Got a couple of playoff guys deeper in the field. Allgaier all the way back in 20th, 13th for Allmendinger, and 12th for Barry. But 12th Barry, he's already locked in, so it doesn't even matter. My pick for the day is Noah Gregson. He should have won the last 3 races here, and bad luck struck him all 3 times. I think this is the year that either the bad luck doesn't strike, or even if it does, he's going to find a way to make it happen. Alrighty, so we got it up here on our full screen. I can only go to about 20th position, but I want to see this one for the scoring because I don't want to have the issues with the other scoring where it doesn't let me see the lap times and the improvements. So, hope Chastain wins. Heck yeah! Enjoy the race tomorrow. Like I said, Chastain didn't look too great in qualifying. That being said, I don't know if qualifying is going to have that much to do with the whole race. I think the tires wear out enough that we'll see some good comers and goers all day long. All right, so they're currently interviewing A.J. Allmendinger on the broadcast. They're not quite lined up yet, it doesn't look like. I think they still got to also hit pit road to do their pit road speed check, so we still got to wait for that. While you're at it, everybody, hit the thumbs up and go ahead and share the stream. Make sure everybody knows it's live because I don't really do a very good job of that. Alrighty. I recently, just yesterday, filmed a video, so you guys can keep an eye out for that. It'll be the how to swap Elites and ARCs, chassis-wise. There we go. Alright, Sam Mayer now, they're talking about him. I think John Hunter and Gibbs will drop like rocks in Cup. I think John Hunter is going to have a fairly good run tomorrow. He screwed up big time on his qualifying lap and was still really fast. So I'm telling you, I would not be surprised at all to see good speed out of John Hunter. That being said, I also would not be surprised for him to make a mistake that costs him his car. So all right, now they're coming to pit road. All right, so as they currently run, I shouldn't say run, this is how they're scored currently just because that's how they're going to start. You can see it'll be Noah Gregson. If he wins, he'd stay out front as the leader. But he has 31-44. He's got a 44. Oh no, he's got more than that because he'll move up. So yeah, he has a 52. As they start, he has a 52-point gap. So stage points today for Noah, and he can lock himself in probably tonight. If he runs a good enough race, obviously I personally hope he wins, but if he doesn't end up winning, I do think this is the race he can lock himself in without even having to worry about Martinsville. Yeah, I believe Hamlin's always been pretty good on long runs, so I think he'll be pretty good tomorrow. Also, I think Toyotas in general have shown pretty good speed on long runs. All right, getting them lined up. We're going to come around to 1 to go. This time by. Okay. Get my phone over here, and now we are all into the race. I am done taking photos. We'll start taking photos after the race. Earlier today, Ty Majeski won his second truck race, and he already was locked into the round of 4, so he double locked, I guess. I don't know. But second career win for Ty Majeski. The other 4 going for the title with him will be Zane Smith, Ben Rhodes, and Chandler Smith. So the guys that didn't get in were Stuart Friesen, Christian Eckes, John Nemechek had issues early and kind of fell out, and then Grant Enfinger, same thing. Yep, no, Greg's talking about that. Why does Chase Elliott say he's bad at Homestead when his average finish is 9.0? Probably because he runs clean races and never has race-winning speed. But at the end of the day, I think this is a track that, very similar to like Nashville, he can just hang around all day, run a solid race, and get a good finish. Obviously, Nashville he won, but the general way he raced that race was just staying in contention. Weird. Mayer just ran way up along the wall. How am I doing today? Doing good. Saturday afternoon. Iowa played like garbage on offense. Defense did what they could, hung in as long as they could, but eventually you just get beat up enough. All right, guys. Pace car is in. Here comes Trevor Bayne and Noah Gregson into the restart zone. Bayne with a launch, and we are green from Homestead. Who will lock themselves in today? Now they're side by side off into turn number 1. Noah kind of surging ahead along the bottom. Going to slide up just a little bit. Trevor Bayne on the outside of him. Now Trevor Bayne will clear. Daniel Hemrick going to try and get up alongside, and he will, not quite get there. Ooh, big wiggle. 11 just put a huge bumper to the 9. He kind of squeezed himself up in front, and there wasn't quite enough room, and I don't think he was overly pleased about that. All right, so Gregson now going to tuck in right behind Bayne. Gibbs right behind him, and they are all single file. Heading off into turn 1. All right. So Trevor Bayne away with the lead. He'll lead lap 1, and it looks like he'll also lead lap 2. First battle on the track is currently side by side. Well, I shouldn't have spoke too soon. Gregson looking low. Doesn't look like he's going to get it, so it's going to be Bayne, Gregson, and Gibbs as they come off the corner. Brandon Jones, 6th. By the way, Kyle Weatherman, shout out. Great qualifying effort in 8th. Now running in 6th. Kyle Weatherman in that 34 car. This could be a really great race for them to really show what the speed that car has and potentially a chance for him to hopefully run full-time next season in this series. Oh, we got a crash in the back of the field. J.J. Yaley and Riley Herbst get together. Riley Herbst was up alongside J.J. Yaley. Yaley didn't see him and got turned right into the wall. Not major damage on the 98, but the 66 got a pretty good piece of it. The whole right front fender is gone. The whole right rear corner is gone. Still driving fairly straight. Oh, sorry. This was off of Jeb Burton. 66 got hit by Jeb Burton, and then Riley Herbst was just on the outside, kind of got another piece of that. Yep, just kind of wiggled him up there, and 66 has definitely got yeah, Herbst was on the outside of Burton and just sort of Burton kind of right hooked the 66, caught the 98. Nothing really other than a racing deal. It doesn't look like there's anyone with especially malicious intent. It just looks like two guys got caught going for the same spot and kind of got all tangled up. So yeah, that's a racing incident right there. But we are under our first caution. Only made it 3 laps into the race. That being said, the cars will probably not be pitting because they do not have enough sets of tires to just pit constantly throughout this race. Tires are going to fall off very, very quickly. All right, so we're going to have a restart when we return. I'm not really sure what's taking so long, but see, this is a perfect example of where I have these issues with NASCAR. Is we get into a race like this, contact 5 laps in, okay, I get it. Let's let them cars get down to pit road. Instead, the pit road is closed, and so they don't come in the first time. They run a whole nother lap. Then they come in and they sit there, and they don't open pit road. They do a full pit stop sequence, and it's like, guys, there's nobody a lap down. You should be pitting this time by. Or have the pit road open this time by and then line up next time by. We should be, when the caution comes out on lap 3, we should be green by lap 7. Because there's no cleanup. The cars both drove back. There's no major cleanup or towing that needs to take place. And that's the kind of stuff that drives me nuts, is where's the hustle? I mean, there's a lot of racing series that don't do that kind of stuff because they know, hey, the fans came to see a race. The longer you sit there and don't race, the more out of tune they get. And we're going to find out tomorrow, but the COTA race for F1, they were racing at COTA tomorrow, commercial free on ESPN, and we'll see how many people flip back and forth between the race and there. And because there's no commercial, they never flip back. They just kind of get sucked into one race. Commercials are the fastest way to get someone to flip off of a channel. Oh, there's a commercial. I'll go watch something else. I don't want to watch a commercial. And so how do you fix that? Well, all I can say is the best way to fix it is don't go to commercial. Don't give people a reason to turn off your product. And we'll see. We will find out tomorrow. But like I said, like right now, we're going to probably go green lap, 8, 9. Just, extra laps being run for who knows what reason. So, World of Outlaw takes 3 seconds. I don't know if it's quite 3 seconds. I mean, if a car spins and gets back in line, they basically give them the one to go the next time by. Like, they don't have pit stops, so they just, go. There's no commercials. There's nothing to, we got a race to run. And, yeah, they definitely don't take their time. Now, they do have open reds, but those are predetermined. All right. Still just waiting. As they run currently, Austin Hill still has to gain another 9 points to get to Justin Allgaier. So 9 points trailing Allgaier still at the moment for Austin Hill. But stage points can play a big role in that. So we'll see once they get closer to the stage points who finishes where. All right, looks like they're getting the cars back out there ready to run. I don't think there's any too big damage. They're still not side by side, though, so we'll see. Looks like J.J. Yaley is going to the garage. Is late model dirt good? It's decent. I don't think it's as good as sprint cars, but it's not bad. It's not a bad show by any stretch. Alrighty. Ooh, somebody about hit the choose cone. Alright, so now we're getting lined up, ready to go green next time by. So lap 8, like I said, it'll be lap 8 when they go back to green. Drivers talking about not being able to see the choose cone. But rolling into 3 and 4, so we're going to go green this time by. Current top 5 as they run. Bain, Gregson, Gibbs, Hemrick, and Mayer. Kyle Weatherman, shout out again. 6th position. He's going to restart 4th on the outside because he wanted to have the outside lane. But, I mean, well done. I hope he's able to hang in there all day up there. All right. Coming back to green. Green, green, green. They are launching. Bain and Gregson side by side. Gregson with a great start. So Gregson's going to run the bottom. Bain's going to run about 2 lanes up. Ty Gibbs will run 2.5 lanes up as they leave corner number 1. Looks like we got to run down the backstretch. So Gibbs will get past Noah Gregson and down into corner 3 and 4. Gregson going to go back to the bottom again. Surprised. Ooh, Mayer slides up, hits Hemrick. Hemrick slides up. Now here comes Jones. He's going to go 3 wide around the top. Allmendinger going to slide around on the bottom. Meanwhile, there's a train of cars up top, all making up ground now. Kyle Weatherman still running up there on the high lane, just trying to keep himself out of trouble. Looked like he almost found a little there for a second. Now he's back up into 7th. So Gibbs has taken the 2nd spot. It's going to be Bain, Gibbs, and Gregson down the backstretch. First side-by-side battle is going to be Brandon Jones and Daniel Hemrick. They're side-by-side. And then Allmendinger, Weatherman, and Hill all right behind them. Really tight racing back here, though. They are all over the place. We've got one on the bottom, one in 2nd lane, one in the 3rd, one in the 5th. A lot of cars in a lot of different lanes. Kyle Weatherman going to sail it in deep. He's going to sail it in past Daniel Hemrick for 5th. He's looking for 4th. Guys, just a quick update. Kyle Weatherman may be here to win to this weekend. I mean, he is showing some great speed. Up to 5th. All right, he's going to roll it up to the top lane. Hemrick going to go way to the bottom now. Good run for Weatherman, though, as they come towards the exit of the corner. Nice big run down the straightaway. So it's Bain, Gibbs, Gregson, Jones, and Weatherman in our top 5. We also have Chandler Smith, shout out, running in the 10th position with Sam Hunt Racing in the 26th. Currently, it looks like it's starting to spread out. The pace of the race has already fallen down about half a second per lap. So we're starting to see the pace of the race slow down. So yeah, that's only 11 laps, and 5 of those are under caution. So 5 green flag laps, and all of a sudden you're already seeing half a second of fall off. So it's about a 10th a lap. So when you run 20 laps, 2 seconds probably. It might be even worse. We'll see. Man, good run. Kyle Weatherman going to get passed now by both Hemrick and Allmendinger. He'll fall back to 7th. But think about saying that. Kyle Weatherman falling backwards to 7th. That's fantastic news for that team. That they have got some good speed and they have a great opportunity in front of them today. All right, so as they currently run, it looks like a 0.3 of a second lead for Trevor Bain. And then Ty Gibbs has a half-second gap back to Noah Gregson, who is being challenged by Brandon Jones for that 3rd position. And they are all over the track back there. I'm telling you, it's a hornet's nest when you get back that far. All right, and Noah has found the wall. So Noah Gregson now up and running the fence and starting to put that Noah line back together. Anyone else up there? Not at the moment. He's going to run actually the bottom of 1 and 2. Landon Castle, shout out, running up into the 8th position. As we start to see some comers and goers now. Now is when we're going to see which cars fall off and which ones are able to hold on throughout the run. So Allmendinger now up to 5th, trying to challenge his teammate for 4th. Austin Hill right behind him. He's actually going to make a run at the 16. Remember, they need stage points. Those guys both, Hill, Allmendinger, those guys are stage point desperate. Jones and Mayer are the ones that are a lot further out. Unless, Sam Mayer is able to make up big-time points today, he's going to have to win. Jones, on the other hand, could make up it, but he's going to have to win some stages, and he's not in position to do so. All right, here comes Gibbs, by the way. We've got a battle for the lead. Gibbs to the bottom. He's going to sail it down in nice and deep, but Bain's going to hold the high lane. So Trevor Bain going to roll the top, and he will hold the lead as they exit turn 3 and 4. And down the front straightaway, he will hold there. As I say that, there is a car right behind them with a huge head of steam. That 9 car has found the fence, and he is running it really, really well. And he just made up a ton of ground down the front stretch. Best driver in NASCAR right now. The best talent is probably Kyle Larson. The best actual driver is probably Kyle Busch. I know a lot of people may think. It may be controversial. I think he's going to go to that 8 car next year, and he's going to be fast and winning immediately. He executes races really, really well. He's able to get the car on the edge, and as long as you have a solid enough crew chief to keep the car close enough to a winning condition, he's going to put you up in positions to win. That being said, John Hunter Nemechek's great as well. He showed once he topped in a Cup car and immediately was fast. It's like, oh, okay, this guy can drive. We got some guys with ability here. But anyway, as we currently run, Noah Gregson has caught the front 3. So front 3 within half a second. Then it's a full second back to Daniel Hemrick and Austin Hill, with Allmendinger trailing nice and closely. Castle, Creed, Weatherman, and Barry rounding out our top 10. Other quick shout-outs. Stephen Parsons, 16th. Nicholas Sanchez in 17th. Looks like we've got anyone else that I'm noticing. Chandler Smith, 14th. So yeah, we got some good movement going on there. Oh, Noah is all over the 54. They are right on the wall. All right, so just like that, looks like there's a battle for 9th. Weatherman and Allgaier, with Weatherman trying to leave a gap. Noah, he's 1 lane higher than Gibbs, and he's going to get there. He is up alongside Gibbs as they exit the corner, and the 9 is coming forward. I mean, Ty Gibbs literally ran the 5th lane. He was all the way up there, but he left enough of a car width that Noah Gregson just snuck right around the outside of him. All right, now that Noah has made up into the 2nd position, we're going to see what his lap time is. I'm very curious to see how fast that 9 car is. Dave Ellens had a great setup for Homestead. My question is, how good is the setup under him this year? Because I think Dave Ellens had a lot to do with that. Oh, we're under commercial. That's a bummer. I don't want a commercial break. Austin Hill up to 4th, by the way, guys. We got some speed out of that 21 car coming our way. That 21 is moving forward, and when it comes to the points, he has actually now moved his way up past AJ Allmendinger. But he would still be out by, looks like 7 points over Allgaier because Josh Berry's locked in. So as you can see, that little point standings down in the corner doesn't quite show the full story. Yeah, it doesn't quite tell the full story because obviously Josh Berry is not on that list. He's already locked in. Let's see here. I think Kyle will take 1 year to become really good in the 8. I honestly don't. I think he's going to come in there and make a world of a difference right away. I think RCR as a whole is going to be better. Commercial show with a NASCAR break. Change my mind. I can't. Especially the truck race. That was horrid. They tend to go in the stage. They go to commercial. They come back with 4 laps to go, finish the stage, and go right back to another commercial. Like, come on. I have trouble watching truck races. They're just not fun to watch. Too many ads, not good coverage. Like, it's hard to watch truck races anymore. The racing isn't terrible, but it's just hard to watch. All right, looks like last lap by Noah Gregson, 0.3 faster. Then he was a little slower. Nope, still a little faster this time by. So he's getting close to Trevor Bain, catching him. But that being said, we have a really quick car running in 4th. Austin Hill is coming closer. So keep an eye on those Childress cars. They have a little bit of speed today. Who do you think will become a fan favorite of the future? I mean, I personally think Elliott has it shoot in for quite a while, but I do think Noah Gregson is going to be a big fan favorite. He's just so good with fans. I mean, he built his fan base from nothing. I mean, in terms of he didn't inherit a car that somebody popular before him drove. I mean, I guess you could say Reddick in the 9, but he doesn't have that big a fan base. Noah has built his fan base with his personality, and I think that's the guy that if anyone's going to be able to, become the champ or the people's champ, I think that's who it's going to be. Oh, looks like Noah has now gone to the lead. That's why the lap times looked weird. Okay, so Noah Gregson has taken the lead, and we missed it. Kind of bummed out about that. Seems like something we would have wanted to see. NASCAR on NBC. I would have loved to see a lead change. That seems like a pivotal point of the race. And the 9 has now taken the top spot. He's running the wall. Not off the wall. He is running the wall. Gregson will be okay. So yeah, as we currently run, Gregson now back out, or no, I shouldn't say back out front, has now taken that top spot. Looks like Sheldon Creed entered a little high. I saw he had good speed, good lap times, but it looks like he entered a little too high and was able to get a couple little knocks on the fence. That's going to slow him down quite a bit, and it looks like he is falling back. I don't see him anywhere in the top 10, so it looks like, yeah, the 2 car has done enough damage to himself to hurt his opportunity. I think they pitted. Yeah, they did. They pitted and got new tires. So the 2 car will have a faster car, and now that he's battling Hemrick, he'll have to get 3 of those laps back. Did they only clear the fenders? I don't know if they put freshies on. Did Jimmy deserve 7 championships? I mean, he earned them under the points format NASCAR ran. That's all you can call it. That being said, under other formats, he would never have gotten to 7. He wouldn't have got there. Things for Jimmy Johnson worked out perfectly, timing-wise. All right, Ty Gibbs now making the move on Trevor Bayne for second. So Gregson still out front by 0.7 of a second. Then it goes Gibbs, Bayne, Hill, Castle up into the top 5. Allmendinger, Hemrick, Allgaier, Weatherman, and Barry. So as we run, looking at our points, or I should say points as they run, Allmendinger needing points. He is showing his way into the top 10. Problem is, the guys he's chasing for points, realistically, that's Hill and Allgaier. Those are the 2 that he can realistically catch points-wise. And the problem he's going to have is he's trailing both of them. Hill is running up in the 4th position, Allgaier in 8th. I guess he's not trailing Allgaier, but he is trailing Hill. So we'll see if he's able to get a little closer to him. All right, big battle going on right here. It is Trevor Bayne, Landon Castle, and Austin Hill. And here comes Landon Castle through the middle. Nope, he'll back it off. He doesn't think he's got what he needs to get that to stick. So 30 down, 15 to go in the stage. It looks like Trevor Bayne now going to start running up a little higher towards the wall. Landon Castle running shortly off that battle. So those are the battle in the back half of the top 5. Meanwhile, Sheldon Creed, after having to pit from that contact with the wall, problem for him is he is currently running essentially in 6th, which is 3 seconds off the lead, and he needs to gain all 3 seconds back to catch Noah Gregson if he wants to unlap himself. Big wiggle out of Austin Hill there. So it's currently Bayne on the high side. Looks like Creed actually did make his way past Castle. He's trying to run the bottom. He's going to stuff Landon in the... Oh, I did not like that, man. You're a lap down. You're going to pull a hard slide like that on a lap. Oh, I don't like that, man. You're a lap down. You don't need to be putting hard sliders on guys for non-positions. I mean, if he had enough speed to get to the leaders, I could understand it, but... current pace, by the way, has fallen off 2.5 seconds. 2.5 seconds on pace. So, as they currently run... if they were to put brand new tires on, they would be gaining about 2.5 seconds a lap. All right, Allgaier are currently running in the 8th position, talking about stage points. Problem is, the guys chasing him are running 4th and 5th. Actually, Castle just got back by Allmendinger, so 5th and 6th and 4th, actually. Let's see. Chat says, I think 2010 should have been Hamlin. Yeah, Hamlin choked that one away. I shouldn't say choke it. Just bad things lined up for him. He just kind of I don't want to say overanalyzed, but that one Hamlin lost more than Jimmy won. Jimmy stayed in contention, and Hamlin lost by just making some mistakes. Looks like Creed has gotten up past Bane, but the problem is Creed still has to make up that extra 3 seconds. And if Creed doesn't make up those 3 seconds, he can't unlap himself. Now, the good news is he will probably stay as the first car lap down if he stays this close. But he's got to stay that close because, looks like, 44 just went a lap down. Looks like the 38's going to go a lap down. You got some cars that are going to lose a lap here. And you got to stay close enough so you're not in the lucky dog position. Because you definitely can't stay out on tires. Usually you can try a wave around, stay out on tires, hope for a caution. Not here. You're so much slower, you'll lose your lap way too quickly. All right, looks like Bane has now lost that spot to Landon Castle. So Castle up to the 3rd spot. I didn't see him make those other 2 passes. So Landon Castle may have a little hot rod for us here. Running very similar pace to the leader. Noah Gregson is out front and literally just running away at this point. He is up to a 4-second lead on Ty Gibbs. Now, there are other guys that will get up on the wall probably later in this race, but I think this experience Noah has on the fence, everybody's assuming he's gonna be able to use that to keep going. That being said, Noah, if he goes in 11 laps now and wins the stage, that'll really help him get into Phoenix. If he wins the stage, gets good points in the 2nd stage, he should have enough of a gap to get into Phoenix after this race. But he's got to just continue to, get up there and run good laps. But he's putting, good grief, he's putting 3-4 tenths a lap on these guys. And Sheldon Creed is trying to catch him. Like I said, Sheldon Creed has a little bit fresher tires. He's trying to catch Noah, pass him so he can be on the lead lap when the caution comes out. Problem is, like I said, that's 4 tenths of a second. He's 4 seconds behind. Where is his pace? Here we go. Last lap for Sheldon Creed. Here we go. Last lap was a 36.7, and Noah Gregson's running a 36.8. Like, that's not fast enough. Sheldon Creed needs to be a lot faster if he wants to get those points. Meanwhile, we do have a battle showing up right now for the 4th position. Bane, Hill, and Allmendinger all right near nose to tail within a little bit. Oh, good. Get rid of that bot. Thank you very much. But that battle there is very, very critical. Remember, Allmendinger needs to make up points, and who he needs to make up points on? The 21 car running right in front of him. So that 16 car really wants to pass the 21 car, and if he can get to the 18, he wants to pass him too. Fastest car on the track last time by, Landon Castle. Telling you guys, that 10 car is going to have a good run today. He's got some good speed. He's caught Ty Gibbs. He's looking for 2nd. Unfortunately, our TV has not done a great job. They're side by side on commercial, but they haven't touched on Landon very much yet. I'm telling you, Landon's got good lap times. He's coming forward. I think Landon may have a shot to win today. But Landon, there he goes. I think he just took 2nd. Looks like Gibbs is going to run high. Where's the lap car going to go? Lap car's going to stay high, and that's going to give Landon a nice little pass. Not enough there. So Landon, nice steady drive on the bottom. Going to slide up, exiting the corner. Good job. So Landon Castle to position number 2. 7 to go in the stage. We're under commercial with 7 to go in the stage, really? In 7 laps, we're going to have a guaranteed caution for a commercial, and we're under commercial right now. Like, what is this crap? We're literally going to get back with 4 or 5 laps to go and then have an immediate another caution with another commercial. No, I shouldn't say another caution, another commercial. Like, we can watch 10 straight laps to the end of a stage because the commercial's right behind it. Like, come on. Anyway, so Gibbs is now starting to fall back into the clutches of Trevor Bayne and AJ Allmendinger. 7 to go in the stage. Question is, can he hang on? Because there's a lot of laps on these guys' tires, and it's a slip and slide fest out there. But yes, currently Gibbs, Bayne, Allmendinger running in the back half of the top 5 there. Bayne is looking low on Allmendinger. Meanwhile, the pace up front, Noah Gregson Second fastest, but to who? Landon Castle. So Landon Castle's starting to make up some ground here. Noah's not running up on the wall. Did he tag the wall last time by? Here comes that 10 car. I'm telling you, they're starting to finally touch on him. Landon Castle up to second. 5-second lead, though. I don't think he's going to be able to catch Noah. The question is, what does a car transition into? Because Landon Castle's running the bottom. Oh, AJ Allmendinger now looking on Trevor Bayne with 5 to go. That's a very key point. That would add 1 spot in between him and Austin Hill. Would help him gain 2 points on that cut line. Four to go in the stage. Oh, excuse me. Should have muted my mic there. Missed that one. All right, AJ doesn't look like he's going to be able to get there. Oh, the 91's in the wall. He is way off the pace. Get out of the way. What's he doing? He's just staying up there. Oh, the 38 just got spun. That's going to be a caution. What the heck are they doing up there? That should be the end of this. That should be the end of the stage. That needs to be the end of the stage. They do not need to try and do a 1-lap shootout here. That would, yeah. This better be the end of the stage. I know I don't like. I've spoken about how I hate how they have to run laps out under caution, but I do not like the idea of having a 1-lap free for all, people ramming into each other. Like, let's not do that. You know. Alexander Siegel says, did I see the Fastball concept Lefty posted yesterday on Twitter and Instagram? I like small number by the A post, giving the sponsor the entire door. I did see it. I don't hate the concept. I just don't want it for NASCAR. NASCAR has an icon. I mean, let's be fair here. NASCAR's icon is numbers. Look at Chris Buescher. They changed the font on his number 17 because that's Chris Buescher's number 17. That font belongs to him. The font of Chase Elliott's 9 is nothing like Casey Kane's number 9. One of them, you just see that there's 2 number 9s next to each other, and because of how it looks, you're like, oh, yeah, that number 9 is Chase Elliott. This number 9 is Casey Kane. So that being the icon of the car, I don't want it removed from the door. I need it to be very prevalent still because, let's face it, when Chase Elliott showed up to Kansas last week or this spring, and I was like, where's Chase's car? What did I look for? I didn't look for Napa. I didn't look for Blue. I looked for the 9. And he was in the UniFirst car, which is good because UniFirst looks nothing like his Napa car. And that's okay. That's fine to have different sponsors. But that's why the number is so important because that number is what lets you know, oh, that's the guy. That's who I'm watching. The number allows you to run a bunch of different color cars because the number is the only thing that needs to stay uniform all season long. So, like I said, I don't hate the idea of having a sponsor along the door like that. Problem is, I just don't want it for NASCAR. Put it in any other racing series where numbers aren't the iconic part about it, and I can get on board. But NASCAR, got to have the number in the door. All right, so at the end of the stage, Allmendinger did not get to Bayne, so he will gain 2 points. Technically he'll gain 1 point. He'll gain 1 point on Hill, and he'll gain 5 points on Allmendinger. Or Allgaier. I always get those two mixed up. But that's a big deal because now he's within 11 points of AJ Allmendinger. I said it again. Allmendinger is within 11 points of Allgaier, and he's tied with Austin Hill. So being tied with Austin Hill is a big deal. Yeah, exactly. Like Parker just said there, the numbers like Carl Edwards 99 is not the same as Daniel's 99. Those are 2 different 99s, and the font of the number, oh, that's the Roush 99, and that one there, that's the Trackhouse 99. Like, the number is that important. You can look at just the number and you know exactly what comes to mind. The Evernham number 9, Bill Elliott, Casey Kane. That's it. That's all you got to remember. Oh, yep, I know exactly what that is. It's so key. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s number 8 looks nothing like Reddick's number 8. You see those 2 number 8s next to each other. You're like, that one's Reddick, that one's Earnhardt. I'm telling you, that is the icon part of the sport. Because we don't have iconic teams like Formula One, Red Bull, Mercedes, all these different teams, because you don't have the iconic teams, you have to rely on the iconic numbers. That's cool. Sunday Night Football is going to be in Miami as well, I think. The Casey Kane font was fire, 100%. Especially his KKR one. I love that one. That number 9 is even cooler. All right, end of stage 1 is now official. First car lap down wasn't even, doesn't even look like it was Sheldon Creed, so he's going to get stuck a lap down still, which is really unfortunate. He was maybe going to get there with 5 to go, at least to get to the non-lap cars, but all right, so now that we've ended the stage, we're going back to another commercial. Woohoo! Tomorrow I'm going to go in a white shirt that says Kyle Busch 8 2023. I don't know why it's a joke. Do it, man. If you didn't watch the Race for the Championship episode this week, he talks about how he felt when Gibbs basically didn't offer him any continuation on their current situation. So I don't think he enjoyed not getting to retire in the 18. All right, so looking at it right now, as they come to pit road, how many cars are on the lead lap? 26 cars are on the lead lap. So with that, it looks like we'll have a little bit shorter second stage because we won't have the whole thing under green. We'll have a few less laps. That doesn't mean that we won't still have that many cars going a lap down, but usually if you can stay on the lead lap in one stage, you won't generally lose it in the next stage as long as you don't get caught in a major batch of traffic or something. So. Yeah, we'll see this time by though. We'll get going into pit road and kind of see what we line up with. Oh, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was doing Kyle Larson Checkers and Records video, Bubba Wallace Talladega video, Zane Smith Martinsville video, Martin Truex Jr. Richmond video. Oh, there's one more. What other one is there? No, it's not that one. What other one is it? I gotta look. I think, did I do the Noah Gregson Martinsville? I might not. I have to look. Come on. I want to get to pit stops because I got to take my pit stop. Drinking plenty of water. It's a good thing. Weird commercial. Commercial for selling a house. Very interesting. Let's see. Couple races for the championship behind because of work. Hey, the good news is if you got like a Hulu, you can catch up on them pretty quickly. And you can fast forward through all the commercials because it's at least 35% commercials. Boy, that fan zone on the infield with the little lake is empty. Oh, they're on pit road. All right, let's go. Looks like... Oh, cool. I didn't realize that. So the 34 is in. Looking at our front four. Castle in. Gibbs in. Here comes Gregson, Allmendinger, and Bain. 4 tires and fuel on everybody. No pit strategy really to be played here. It's tires are way too important to really pull any big strategy. Looks like the 48 is going to come off pit road first. I think that might be due to some goofiness. And as they leave pit road, it's going to be Landon Castle winning the battle off pit road. Gibbs second. Gregson third. No. Oh, yeah, Sanchez, but he missed his pit box. He's coming back in. So Castle, Gibbs, Gregson, Hill with a gain of 2 spots. Allmendinger still holding steady. And then Mayer, Bain, Hemrick, and Barry. You won't see Allgaier on there. So, yes. Leader next time by when they get to the green flag, Landon Castle. Okay, now I'm going to take my pit stop and we'll be back for the green flag. Oh, hit my mic. Run! Alrighty, we are back, and we didn't miss the green flag this time. Heck yeah. As you can see, oh no, David Starr. That's giving me flashbacks. What do I think about John Hunter Nemechek in fourth? I think that car's better than that. He had a big wiggle in qualifying and still got fourth. That 45 might be a race-winning car tomorrow. Steelers-Dolphins. That's cool. Sunday Night Football's in the same place as the race. That's something NBC should do a good job with. They should try to be in. They should try to be in Phoenix with the Cardinals the same week as the championship, and they should try to be in not Martinsville. They should try to be in Homestead the same one as Miami. Like, they should try to be in the same area. That'd be kind of cool for pre-race coverage and pre-game coverage to take place in like a similar atmosphere. Good. It'd be a fun handoff, you know. All right, they have now lined up. We are ready to go green this time by. Does that 9 car even have a scrape on it? No. Wow, no, it doesn't even have a scrape yet. It's not Whataburger. That's a bonus. All right, so Castle will be on the outside, Gibbs on the bottom, second row, Gregson outside, Hill inside, Mayer and Allmendinger in row 3, Bain and Hemrick in row 4, and Barry and Jones in row 5. Oh, big wiggle in the restart zone. That was all sorts of messy. Looks like Gibbs got off with a big start, kind of a wiggle, spin the tires for Castle there. And they're going 3 wide already for the lead? That doesn't look concerning at all. Gregson is now, 3 wide for second. Gregson with a big run around the high side. He's already up to second. Gibbs now into the lead. Looks like Gregson's going to send it down to the bottom, and he sent it in there hard. And he's going to, looks like he might clear him. Not quite. It was close. All right, so now the Castle has fallen back to fourth. Long run tires, he's got it, but he's got to get more aggressive on these starts, or he's going to get used up, and he can't pass everybody every time. That's the thing. If he tries to pass everybody every time they get a restart, that's going to be a problem for him. So 1 through 4 currently run as Gibbs, Gregson, Hill, and Castle, Allmendinger, Mayer. They're all 3 wide. All right, let's see. Looks like Mayer tried to go to the bottom. He slides up high. Whoa! Gibbs shut the door. Oh, Gibbs really pushed that one. All right, now Gregson's going to slide job it. Send it down low. He's going to ring the bottom, and he's going to try and slide up in front of him. He does. Now Gibbs is going to cross it over on the bottom. Very interesting. I don't know if I like that. I think you guys got to, these two need to not wear out their tires racing each other. All right, this time by Gregson's going to keep in the throttle on the high side, and he'll hold the lead. So Gregson clear away with the lead. It'll now be Gibbs and Hill battling now for second. Hill looking to the inside. He's going to get side by side when they hit the start-finish line, and he's going to send it down there into turn number 1. And we'll see if he tries to pull slider or if he just tries to ring the bottom. Looks like he's just going to try and ring the bottom, so he's not even sliding up real quickly. Looks like Gibbs is going to get back alongside him, and Gibbs will get clear on the backstretch. So 1, 2, 3, all within a half a second of each other up front. Gibbs currently running on the high side with Gregson, and Hill trying to bottom feed all the way on the very bottom of the racetrack. All right, Hill's going to try and slide up there. He will slide into second place, and he will hold it. So put Austin Hill now up to the second position. Gregson, Hill, and Gibbs. Meanwhile, Castle has fallen to 6th behind Allmendinger and Mayer, which is 4th and 5th. Barry up to 7th. Bain, Allgaier, and Hemrick currently running in the rest of the top 10 spots. Here comes Austin Hill. He's got to run on the bottom with... there you go. Okay, yep. He went to the bottom, and it looked like there was contact. There was not. So he goes to the bottom. Gregson up top. Gibbs also running up top. Let's see. Coming up off the corner, Hill is... Wow, that was tight. He wasn't quite clear, but he slid up there anyway and got it. Got a little push. He got pushed all the way down the front stretch for that one. So right now, Hill has now taken the lead. Currently, Gregson and Gibbs running up high, about not on the wall like you're used to. He's running about a lane or two off the wall, but that's the current running order. Hill, Gregson, and Gibbs, and that's huge for the playoffs because if Hill wins his way in, that means one of your big three is not making it, whether it's Allmendinger, Gibbs, or Gregson. Now, with enough points, like I said, Gregson might be able to lock in today. A lot of laps left. 11 laps in, but Hill is starting to pull away. All right, as we look at it here, Kyle Weatherman has fallen to 13th. I say fallen. That's a good sign for that 34 car, that falling back to 13th is a problem. So pretty interesting there. Let's see. Let's get to some chats here while things cool down a little bit. Looks like Gibbs is starting to try and battle a little bit with Gregson for second, but not quite there yet. How do I feel about the truck race? So-so. I think the trucks are better at Martinsville, personally, because they really can't run the wall around here. They don't have enough horsepower in general, but I think the trucks could definitely still run here. I think the truck season as a whole has really made very disinteresting to me. They've been in the playoffs for like 4 months, and then on top of that, you know, Talladega was one of their championship or their round of 8 races. Like, how do you have Talladega in that round? You don't want a guy's championship hopes to get dashed at Talladega, and that's exactly what happened to Stuart Friesen. Now, he felt that a scoring issue at Talladega cost him a shot, which Talladega should never be in the round of 8 of any series. That's just my opinion, but I'm telling you, I don't like that. All right, let's see. Race Craze, I have a question. Why does JSK website have travel since Hallmark? Travel Science Hallmark? I have no idea, man. I don't know anything about it, honestly. If they've ever hosted races before. Maybe they've hosted some event with racing or something like that, but I've never seen it. Thanks for acknowledging my text. At least you can at least say you disagree. You mean you don't have an opinion? Let's see, on NBC's NASCAR coverage and excessive commercial breaks. Yeah, as I said, I just I don't like all the commercials. Not acknowledging your text. Wait, what text? Was it a message? I didn't. Where was it? Dude, I haven't seen it. Did it get deleted? There's no text up there in the chat, dude. I don't see anything up there. So you're going to just resend it. There's nothing up there from you. That's the first chat I have from you, is the one of not acknowledging your text. Was it like a text message? Or an Instagram thing? No, I don't have anything there. Yeah, I don't have anything from you, man. Wow, look at this battle up front. Currently, Allmendinger now looking by Gibbs. They're looking for 3rd. Castle is running in 5th. Mayer in 6th, and they are all running in a little gaggle. Oh, Sam Mayer, he just ran the 10 high. I do not like that move. I don't like that move, Mayer. You got to lift. You can't go push him. All right, so as they currently run, Allmendinger has now taken the 3rd spot. Gibbs in 4th. Then it's Castle, Bain, and Mayer running 5th, 6th, and 7th. Bain going to slide forward. Looks like the 1 going to get up behind the 10 and give him a push. No, he's going to look low. No, he's going to push him. So the 1's going to push the 10 all the way down the front stretch. We got a very big gaggle. I mean, we're talking everyone from Gibbs all the way back to Allgaier and Mayer. So basically 4th through 9th, all in a tight 1 second gap of each other. So really good racing at Homestead, guys. This is so fantastic. That's fantastic racing. Let's see here. Race guys, I have a question. Oh, yeah, I asked. IRP was the best truck race this year. I didn't get to see that one. I'm kind of bummed because that one is the perfect example of why the truck series belongs on short tracks. I got to see the highlights, but I wish I could have seen more of that race because it was, you know, a lot of tire fall off, short track racing. That's what the trucks are all about. I don't think the trucks do very good on the bigger tracks. Personally, I just don't think they run that well there. Man, look at this gaggle. It's literally Trevor Bayne back to Josh Berry all within a real tiny window of each other. All right, so 18 laps into the stage. Looks like Noah Gregson is starting to run the wall. Oh, he can't run the wall. Austin Hill's running up on the wall as well. Meanwhile, A.J. Allmendinger also starting to close in. He's looking to try and get a spot. Top 3. I'm telling you, guys, this is a fantastic race. Gibbs, Castle, Bayne, all running right next to each other. Then literally right behind them is Allgaier and Mayer. There is a great 6-car battle going on back here. Meanwhile, up front, our top 3 are all next to each other. I'm telling you, they're sliding all over the place. It's fantastic. What a great race. What a fantastic race. We're 20 laps in, and the tires haven't really had a huge shake off yet. Everything's still running real close together. It's great. All right, looks like the 9 has officially hit the wall. No, I shouldn't say hit the wall. He's officially started to run that high wall lane, so that's officially started. Orlando Lion Fan Club says, "Man, I see nothing." Matt, I see nothing in the chat for you except that comment that I just read. Yeah, I don't think it posted. If there was a chat, I must have missed it. It's weird that the trucks can't really run the wall since they have 600 horsepower. I think the Cup cars are 550. No. Trucks have like 430. They have way less horsepower. Xfinity has 675 or 670, and I believe Cup also has 670. It might be 650. Xfinity is 650, Cup is 670. But yeah, they're all in that they're all in like 670, 650 range, somewhere in that range. Those two series. Like I said, the trucks are closer to the low 5s and 400 range. They're way less power. Way less. Let's see here. What do I think about number 5 ranked Clemson beating number 15 Syracuse? Did I see any of it? I did. I watched the end of the game there. I thought, honestly, Syracuse looked like they had a great start to the game. Clemson battled back, but after watching that game, I don't know if I think Clemson's really a number 5 ranked team. I think they might be a little overranked. I think they have a weak schedule. I think the ACC is a little weak this year. I'd like to see the ACC play a little more out of conference so we can kind of get a grip on, hey, maybe this conference is better than we thought. But we'll never really know because too many teams only play their in-conference schedule as a tough schedule. So I guess we'll find out at some point. All right, battle for the lead still shaping up. Our front 3 are there. Then it's a 2-second gap all the way back to Bain, Gibbs, Allgaier, Castle, Mayer, and Barry. They are all stretched within a second of each other. What a battle we got going on there. Stephen Parsons in 13th. Got to give him a shout out there. Let's see. Numbers are wrong. Xfinity had 700, 725. Trucks had 600. Yeah, Xfinity has 650, 675, or 670 is Cup, and I think trucks are way lower than that. All right, so looking at our lap times up front, I'm telling you, everyone's running really competitive lap times, too. I really wish we weren't under commercial right now because the racing battle is fantastic. Chandler Smith, another shout-out, 10th position. Great run for him today. Stephen Parsons in 12th. Good run for those guys. Kyle Weatherman still hanging in the top 15. Good run there, too. Landon Castle not showing as much late-run speed. Now, we do still have 20 laps to go in the stage, so that was really where Castle's car started to really come on strong. We will see if that 10 car really starts rocketing forward again like it did after 20 or so laps last time. Oh, Josh Berry on pit road. Looks like he has hit the wall and has a flat right rear. Not a left rear, right rear flat. So Josh Berry going to have to use an extra set of tires here after hitting the wall. Looks like he just caught a bit too much of it. Luckily for Josh Berry, he is locked in, so currently getting 4 tires and fuel and just losing his lap there. So he'll be well over a lap down. Now with the speed, he'll be about 3 seconds faster than these other guys. So there's a good chance he'll be able to catch and maybe even unlap himself. The question is, do you try to save tires or do you just go for it? I mean, he's got 20 laps. Like, he has enough time now to probably unlap himself. But, yeah, running high and just caught the wall and it didn't let go, and he did lose the tire there, so. All right, Gregson has caught leader Austin Hill. Whoa! Gregson going to send it to the bottom, slide all the way up the hill. He's going to get back in the gas up there along the top. And as they exit the corner, Hill with a run. Is it going to be enough to get there? It is. Austin Hill going to get back to the inside as they enter corner 1. Wow, we got some bottoming out on that 9 car. Gregson has got the wall. He's got clean air. I think that's going to be it for Austin Hill and the leader. Austin Hill gave Gregson the top, and that is the cardinal sin of Homestead. Noah Gregson to the lead. So Gregson back up on the wall. Austin Hill trying to run about 2 lanes off it, but Noah Gregson is currently running literally inches off the wall. He's in the Gregson line, and big slider, and has now taken the lead. We'll see here in the next 5 laps kind of how the pace is for that 9 car, because it's not like last year where that car, once it took off, it was gone. Like, no one was catching him. It doesn't seem to have quite that much dominance. Still a really good car, don't get me wrong. He's leading the race for a reason. As we're watching here, by the way, it looks like Allmendinger has kind of fallen off that lead battle, about a second back. Bain is 3 seconds back, with Gibbs about a half second back from him. Another full second back to Allgaier, Mayer, and Castle, all in a tight wad battle there for about 6th. And then a little bit back to Hemrick and Chandler Smith. Yes, great slider there from Noah. I thought that was a textbook slider. That's exactly how you'd ask your driver to pull that. I'd love to see if that right side's even scraped on Noah's car yet, because he has done such a good job running that wall, and I don't know if he's actually hit that wall yet. All right, as we're watching, looks like, ooh, Castle with a slider. He's going to get 2 for 1 in 3 and 4, and move Landon Castle up to the 6th position. Meanwhile, AJ Allmendinger running the wall, doing a fantastic job, and he's running 3rd, he's just chugging right along. I'll be very interested to see what AJ does tomorrow in the Cup race with all the experience he's getting today, if that helps him, because the Cup cars did not get a lot of time at this track, and I'd be very interested to see. All right, AJ up to 3rd. That's huge, because AJ is still trying to catch Austin Hill in the points. So Austin Hill and him are 1 point apart. But with Allgaier running back in 7th, Allgaier only has a 6-point cushion. That cushion for for Justin Allgaier has all but eroded. Now, he's still got an opportunity to make up points, but I'm telling you, these top 2, they're starting to put some points together, and going into Martinsville, we could have a very interesting battle on points. That being said, it may not matter. If Noah wins today and Sam Mayer's out front, it could be they got to get all the way up to Ty Gibbs, and he's 20 points ahead of that. Yeah, it looks like Brandon Jones and Sam Mayer have entered must-win territory. They are 40 points out as we hit the midpoint of this race, so that's pretty much must-win territory for those two. So Jones and Mayer are must-wins, but then we do have some good battling between Allmendinger, Hill, and Allgaier on points. 20-point gap up to Gibbs, and another 30 up to Noah Gregson. So at this point, if Gregson just finishes this race, he will lock in. He will have enough points practically on Ty Gibbs to continue on. So very interesting to see. I really wish they wouldn't put the leader in, because I think that's a problem when the leader is shown as in. Oh, we got smoke from the 2 car. Looks like the 2 has a flat. That's a great-looking car, by the way, for Sheldon Creed. That black and yellow looks fantastic. Looks like another tire on the right rear down for Sheldon. Another right rear flat for Sheldon. I'm not sure he's not out of tires. He already used 2 sets in stage 1, 2 sets in stage 2. I think he's down to like 1 set left. So that's interesting. So they're going to get a new set of tires on there, and they'll get him all set up. But yeah, just looking at it right now as they kind of run, boy, it'll be interesting. The way that they're currently running, see where everyone ends up. Because right now it shows Allgaier is out because they're factoring in stage plus finish. It's hard to tell. This one on the computer is not quite right, so I got to use the TV one. But Mayer has gotten by Allgaier. Allgaier losing a spot. Oh, wait, no. Josh Berry's got fresh tires, so I thought he was losing a spot. Josh Berry just rimrode around the outside. Flew by him. Made it look like he wasn't even trying. But that's because Josh Berry's got some fresh tires, so. All right, looking at the lap times, I thought that Castle car was going to pick back up the pace, but he really hasn't. He's matching the pace of the 9, who's running 36.7s, but I don't see a huge gap. Now, we still have 12 to go in the stage, so maybe in this next 12 laps we'll start to see some big fall off from certain guys, but as they run currently, we don't see a huge amount of fall off on some of these guys. Now, that being said, it doesn't mean we're not seeing tire fall off. We are still seeing a crazy amount of tire fall off. We're just not seeing... I gotta block a user quick. All right, they're gone. Wow, that's annoying. Anyway, so, ooh, looks like, yes, Allmendinger has just made the move on Austin Hill. Who is that? The 51? I think he used the 51 as a pick. So they use the 51 as a pick and will clear out of the corner. And that'll put the 16 back out in front. Maybe not. 21's going to side draft hard down the backstretch. Not going to be there. Not enough. All right, so the 16 now has moved into second position. Those points are critical. That puts, as they run, that puts AJ over Austin Hill by 1 point. That 2-point swing by passing him is huge. 10 to go in the stage. Gregson has now kind of crawled out to a 1.7 second lead. That being said, Allmendinger just took that spot, so we'll see if Allmendinger has anything for the 9 car here over the next 10 laps. Shout out to Parker Retzloff in the 16th spot. He is running in the 02 car. We've got Brennan Poole in the 6 running up there. Like, we got some good runs happening in the middle part of the top 15. Kyle Weatherman in 11th, Stephen Parsons in 12th. You know, there's some good runs going on there. I'm pretty happy to see these guys running so well. All right, 10 to go. Current battle they're showing on the racetrack is Sam Mayer and Daniel Hammer. Ooh, that was a wiggle. Big wiggle. So that's the battle for 7th at the moment. Let's see. Castle dug himself a big hole on that restart. Definitely. He's got to get more aggressive on these restarts. He was trying to make sure he takes care of his tires. That's a good move, but at some point you have to abuse him a little bit just to maintain your track position, because, boy, he fell all the way back to 6th, and now the car is starting to get turned around on speed. It's starting to look like there's a little more speed there, but, I mean, how are you going to get there? What I was trying to say was that F1 fans who are spoiled by Sky Sports need to understand that NBC's top priority when covering NASCAR is to sell toilet paper, dish detergent, and I don't even know what that is for medication. Yeah, no, I mean, look, there's something all good about that. That, you know, like I said, NBC, they've got to have the opportunity to make some money. That being said, they literally added stage cautions for free commercials, basically. And so when you go to a commercial break right before, it's kind of like if the NFL took a commercial break after the touchdown in between that and the extra point, came back, kicked the extra point, do another commercial, do the kickoff, and do another commercial. If they did commercials on all 3 of those blocks, the NFL fans would get ticked off. It's like, dude, let's go. Like, because you knew the commercial was coming after the PAT, right? You know that commercial's coming, and you know the commercial's coming after the kickoff. Or it can come after the kickoff. It doesn't have to, but it can. So you know you have those 3 opportunities. NASCAR is essentially, not NASCAR, sorry, NBC is taking a commercial with 5 to go in a stage, knowing, hey, right when we get back, the end of the stage happens, and we get another commercial. It's like, just one. Now this, I will say, they didn't do it this stage. With 7 to go, it looks like they're going to run this stage out, which is good, because that was going to drive me nuts. That being said, looking at the lap time, looks like Noah Gregson has basically separated himself. Sam Mayer looks like he can match him. Landon Castle, no, he can't match him. It looks like it's basically Gregson and Sam Mayer lap time-wise right now that are making up all the time. Looks like, oh, the 34 just had to pit. I think he made a mistake. Well, if he keeps his nose clean, it's going to be 6 laps on his tires and he can wave around. So that's the good news, is it's close enough to the stage break that even though he did make that mistake, the stage end is close. He can stay out, take the wave around, and it's only 6 laps on his tires. Way better than 20. 6 laps is still going to be a lot, though. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, he's probably used to having to save tires, but he's got to outgrow that. You know, you're in competitive cars. It's time to go win, man. Like, go. Let's go win some races. Ryan Sieg down low. He's got looks like a right side flat of some kind. It looks like also hit the fence. So he's on the access road. Shouldn't be a yellow because he's got his car way down out of the way. Man, bummer for that. I mean, they are having a good run. The 34 is having a good run, but this is Homestead. You got to keep your nose clean. Okay, Noah Gregson has now moved it out to a 3-second lead, so he's running away. He's fine. Doesn't look like there's really anyone that's going to hang with him. It does look like the cars are starting to really... Oh, Allgaier coming in. This is huge! Justin Allgaier back in the 13th position, coming to pit road with an issue. The 39 has stopped outside of pit road. It doesn't look like he has any power. Looks like the right front of Justin Allgaier's tire is corded. And with the 39, if he didn't get into pit road, that's going to be a caution. It hasn't come out yet. He did. He got to the access road. Didn't quite get behind pit wall. They should be able to push him. I don't think you really need to have a caution for this. He's on pit road. Just pull him in. If they throw a yellow for that, that's just dumb. Give him a little push. They'll get him in there. All right, so they got Ryan Sieg off the racing surface, so no caution. He was able to get in there, and Allgaier's tire was unraveling. The right front was literally like spewing little cords everywhere. Like the thing was just starting to full-blown unravel. So that's something to keep an eye on, as he definitely overcooked that right front. As what I was saying, Gregson is now up to a 4-second lead. His pace is downright unmatchable for most of these guys. Sam Mayer now making a huge move past Ty Gibbs. Gibbs will fall back to the 6th position, probably 7th by the end of the stage here, because here comes Landon Castle, and Landon has a great car. Problem is, it's so late in the run now, he's not going to make up any extra ground. So for Landon, he definitely has to have a better start to the run to try and keep him from getting stuck in that position again. All right, as we speak, Gregson is going off into turn 1 with the lead. Just driving off with it. Who's that lap car? Get out of the way. Lap car was just about to slide up in front. White flag, or I should say white flag. Final lap of the stage here. They've run 40 laps on tires. That being said, the last run of the last stage of the race, they'll have to run more laps than both these stages combined. Not combined. Yeah, both of them combined. So they will actually have more laps on their tires by the end of the next stage. Looks like Josh Berry unlapped himself by the end of the stage, but Gregson will win stage 2. And a long way back, here's Allmendinger. He will get 2nd. Austin Hill 3rd. Josh Berry, not Berry. Trevor Bayne in 4th. Mayer 5th. Gibbs in 6th. Landon Castle 7th. Hemrick 8th. Chandler Smith 9th. And Stephen Parsons has made his way to the top 10. And I'm going to shout it out because there's some other guys up there. Brennan Poole in 12th. Bailey Curry 13th. Parker Retzlaff 14th. I mean, good runs for all these guys. 15th. Riley Herbst. So yeah, we got some guys really doing well today, just keeping their nose clean and keeping the race going. Oh no, David Starr is up behind Noah Gregson. I'm telling you, I have nightmares about that. Anytime I see David Starr near Noah Gregson, I get nightmares. It scares me. All right, so that's the end of the stage as we head into the commercial break. As they currently run, Noah Gregson has a 35-point lead. I believe that's not counting the stage points. I think with stage points, I'll be almost close to a 40-point lead. So, that being said, moving into next week, chances are Noah's going to have to finish stage 1, earn a few stage points, and he'll be locked in. So, the good news is for Gregson fans, even though we've been snake bit at this racetrack, he scored a lot of points today. And worst case scenario here, he would still be at least even with Ty Gibbs leaving the race. But that being said, if he can just finish a race well, even if it's in 2nd, I'd love for him to win. But if he can finish top 5, he'll have to just have a decent stage 1 to lock in and just not finish dead last. Yeah, he's not an MBM, so that helps a little bit. But I'm telling you, sometimes it's just situational awareness. He had it. What race was it? I think it was in the Cup race he made some move, and I was like, yikes, because the leader was right there. Like, it's not. I think David Starr's actually a better driver than. I don't think he's bad. But that being said, I do think that there's times where I think his spotter needs to let him know the car behind you is the race leader. Like, maybe don't, crowd them next to the wall, especially in the last 20 laps of a race, if it's, kind of out of hand. Like, the race I'm thinking of is Bristol. I can't remember what year it was, but I'm telling you, David Starr was, like, right up with the leaders coming down to the final few laps and just sailed it in there and nearly wiped one of the leaders out, and I'm like, oh, geez. So that's all I'm really concerned about. But I think is he the first car lap down? He is. So David Starr, good run. I mean, first car lap down is going to be a big deal. Allgaier is going to take the wave around. Weatherman probably going to take the wave around as well. So those two cars will wave around, I assume, to save on a set of tires and also get their lap back. Now that means they're going to have to pull some really interesting pit strategy if they're going to have any shot of trying to win this race. And I think that shot's going to be run as long as you can to start stage 3, hope for a caution. If the caution doesn't come, put your last set of tires on as late as possible, and then even if a caution does come out, you at least have the freshest tires of everyone in the group. Let's see. I guess he still thinks he's fighting for the lead like he did in the trucks in his prime. Maybe, sometimes it's just spotter. Like, hey, have your spotter just go in there and say, hey, guy behind you, BJ McLeod, he gets lapped all the time. But his spotter and their team does a great job of saying, hey, BJ, leader's in high in 1 or whatever, high 10 back, high 5 back. And then he'll pull over and just, hey, race coming down to it. I don't want to get in the way. And just pulls right off. And I love that. I mean, we saw it at Darlington when it was that 3-car battle with Creed, Larson, and Gregson. And I can't even remember who the lap car was, but he literally, could have potentially stayed in front of him, but he pulled off and just got out of the way. Said, nope, I ain't going to get involved. This is your, I don't have any dog in this fight. Let me go get out of the way and let these guys race it out. All right, so, yeah, he gained 7 points on Gibbs in terms of stage points. So you add 7, it's 42 to where they currently run. So if he has a 42-point gap on everyone, he doesn't lock in, but 42 is a lot of points. So it said he just has to score, say, 10 points the next following week, and he's pretty well got it. And if someone non-playoff wins, he just has to, basically the lead you have to have is you have to have a 59-point lead on the guy behind you or the guy on the cut line. 4 tire stops for everybody. Wow, great stop for Brandon Jones, 12.8. Good stop for Austin Hill as well, 12.9. So great stops for these guys. Noah Gregson with a good stop. He will come out as the leader, I believe. It will. It'll be Gregson, Hill, Allmendinger coming off pit road. Looks like Smith with a good stop. Jones with a good stop. I do not see Mayer. Did he have an issue? Looks like Mayer may have had a big issue, which is a big deal. He's must-win territory now at this point, so it's not the biggest thing. Oh, thanks for getting that bot there. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, Brennan Poole, I have always thought he was a pretty solid driver. I think the biggest thing for him was getting an opportunity and some decent equipment. And that 6 car, that's not a bad, it's not a, he's outrunning what the 6 should do. That's what I'll say. It's a 19th place car-ish, somewhere in that range. So running in the top 15, overrunning your car, good job. And sometimes you do that just by staying out of trouble. You know, a lot of guys are moving up into the top 20 because good big names have fallen out of the top 20 from mistakes. Looks like Kyle Weatherman did come back to pit road for tires, but AJ Allmendinger will wave around. So big deal there because Allgaier has I said AJ again. Dang it. Allgaier is going to wave around. He has a lot less laps on his tires, but I still think Weatherman should have tried it because now you're down an extra set of tires too. Like, you don't have tires to add on. If you at least save your set, you might be able to catch a quick yellow. And even if it's 10 laps in, put your set on, and you have a shot. You know, if they run 10 to 15 laps, and you don't lose your lap, and then a caution comes out, you're on the lead lap, you can come get your tires. Now you got 10-lap fresher tires. So it's a gamble, nonetheless, but I think that's his best gamble to try and finish top 5. Now, if he's just trying to maintain a good finish, you know, you don't want to stay out on old tires and then get lapped, then have to pit. Now you're 2 laps down, you know, way bigger chance to lose a lot of spots on that strategy as well. But, you know, I'm a gambler. I like to go for it. All right, here we go. There you go, Bob. So Bob Pockris has the tweet that I needed. Points after both stages, but not using the points as they run. Gregson is plus 50. But now that being said, that's plus 50 on AJ Allmendinger. So take away a winner, and then it's Allgaier. He has to be, as long as a playoff guy doesn't win, that is, he has to be higher than that. So worst case scenario, he has 26 points on Gibbs, not even counting how they finish. 26 is the gap he has on Gibbs, just in stage points. I thought it was going to be higher than that. I guess I had the wrong number. So yeah, looking at it as they run, Hill, currently, this is not as they run, just in stage points. Allgaier has a 4 or a 2-point gap on Allmendinger, and a 3-point gap to Austin Hill. So they're all within 3 points of each other. So 3 points separates Allgaier, Allmendinger, and Hill at the cut line, with Gregson and Gibbs running away with the top 2-point spots. Obviously, if Hill or Allmendinger or some of these guys win, that changes everything. But say Gregson runs along and wins this race, then it's going to be a battle between basically Gregson out front. If he wins it, locks in, then it's Gibbs, Allgaier battling for the last 2 on points. And then Hill and Allmendinger for the first two out on points. Mayer and Jones must win. Must win. Okay. Yeah, at Texas, he was running 10th before he got taken out, or he just lacks the funding. I can't remember, did he get taken out or did he make a mistake there? He was definitely having a great run at Texas, but I can't remember if it was a tire issue or if he had made a mistake. But he definitely had a good run at Texas. That was no doubt that. Once in an F1 game, I dive bomb perfectly into a hole in a hole no contact. I haven't done that one yet, so unfortunately. Race Craze, best scheme in Xfinity this year. Best paint scheme for like regular race to race, I gotta go with the 9. I mean, that Bass Pro scheme is literally the best scheme I've probably ever seen. You got this bright, shiny silver that just looks really good. You add some bright neon orange in there, and you end up with a really nice combination. Like the 9 car with that bright yellow number 9, the camo, really, really good car. I also really like Sam Mayer's car, the blue and black. I think that car looks really good as well. I think that blue and black car is pretty stout. And after that, I don't really know if I have a lot of other real big favorites. I do like Landon Castle's car. That matte black, or that matte purple looks pretty good too. He got caught up in one of the big ones. Okay, I couldn't remember. I do remember him running well, though. I remember seeing him running well, thinking, ooh, look at him go. All right, Austin Hill looking back to the bottom of a Noah Gregson. And he's not going to be able to get by. Well, let's see. Corner exit. Noah with a slide. Here comes a 21. What is flopping around on that 9 car? He's got something on the skirt flopping all over the place. Looks like the 9 going to let him go. I shouldn't say let him go. He's going to run the top, but I don't think he's going to be able to have anything for him. This is the run, though, because like I said, this is the longest run on tires these guys are going to have. Stages are 45 laps. They're going to have to run 52 laps per set if they pit in the dead middle. So they're going to have to stretch that fuel window and hit 50-some laps on fuel and tires. And you got to maintain your tires if you want to make it for 50 full laps. And I think that's what the 9 car is doing, because he's not even fighting at this point. He's just running the top and trying to stay out of the air of everyone else and take care of them tires by the looks of it. Oh, Brandon Jones, after the pit stop, has found his way up to the 5th spot. He's now challenging Allmendinger. I can't keep Allmendinger and Allgaier from crossing him up. Ooh, the 19 trying to slide the 1. Boy, that was a crowded spot there. All right, Trevor Bayne now up here battling for the lead. He is to the inside of Austin Hill. Here comes Trevor Bayne down the backstretch into 3 and 4. He's going to sail it in deep. 21's going to sail it in just as deep. They'll be side by side. They both slide in the middle. Looks like the 18's got good grip on corner exit. They'll stay side by side all the way to the line. Oh, I need to get back to the leader. There we go. My bad, guys. All right, still side by side, off into 1. Bayne to the bottom, Hill up top again. And he's going to roll the bottom. Trevor Bayne back to the lead. And it's Bayne, Hill, and Gregson with Allmendinger challenging for 3rd. So Trevor Bayne retakes the lead. He is now out front of Austin Hill. Gregson, Allmendinger, and Hemrick has found his way to the top 5. So a good solid run for Daniel Hemrick today. Jones, Castle, Gibbs, Mayer, and Barry round out your top 10. Quick note on Justin Allgaier. He is not a lap down, but he is well off the pace. 6 seconds behind the leader already. Remember, he is on older tires. Not much older, but those older tires make a difference. Even 5 laps is a second a lap. Huge deal. All right, coming off turn 4, Allmendinger looking for 3rd. He's got a run, but that high line always has good speed down the backstretch. Side by side into 3 and 4. Sounds like Austin Hill's radio. Yeah, that's not Gregson's radio. So here comes Allmendinger. He's going to sail it down into 1 and 2. Oh, he's going to try and slide? No, he's going to stay on the bottom. So he stays on the bottom. He's going to slide up in front. And AJ Allmendinger moves up into the 3rd spot. Gregson back to 4th. Oh no, the 18's having voltage issues. Fingers crossed this is not something that costs him a race. Is that Gregson? That did not sound like his voice. They do have a battery ready for the 18, but man, I really hope he can just run this a nice clean race going out. All right, as they run, it is currently Bayne, Hill, Allmendinger, Gregson, Hemrick in the top 5, Jones, Castle, Barry, Gibbs, and Smith in the top 10. Josh Berry, I don't know how he got up there, because Josh Berry was literally the last car on the lead lap when they came around to finish the stage. So well done recovery for Josh Berry there. Must have had a great restart there. Fantastic job. All right, as they currently run, Gregson has now entered the Gregson line. We'll see how many laps it takes. It took a lot more laps. They're 14 laps into the run. It usually takes around 20 laps for the Gregson line to really start picking up speed, but he's up there running it now, so we'll see if that helps save some tires. Jones and Castle are currently battling for 5th behind him. Castle looking low, not quite going to get there, and Jones will be able to hold it off. Meanwhile, Josh Berry has already moved past Hemrick. He's now looking at Landon Castle. Berry up on the Gregson line, and he's already running the top. Josh Berry is on a roll. He came from the back. Holy cow, look at him go. Looks like he's going to have a good run off the corner, looking at these two in front of him. Which way does he go? Looks like he's going to come right in behind the 19, but the 19 is going to run the top with him. Oh, man, look at that 8 car. He is pushing up along the top. It is tight. The 8 car has a huge run down the front stretch. He's going to almost clear the 19, but then he's going to sail it in on the bottom. Looks like he's going to slide the 10 car. He is. He'll slide the 10 car and jump up into that outside lane, and it looks like he will clear. So Josh Berry all the way up to 5th. He was last car on the lead lap. Look at him go. Excuse me. Let's see. How's the wrap falling off? Sometimes it just, scrapes the track a little bit, and once the air gets under it, it'll flap around a little bit. Wow, look at Josh Berry go. He is absolutely booking. All right. I didn't see who... Was the brake air shoes Noah Gregson? I couldn't tell. Let's see. Did I miss anyone else here? Race Graves, best scheme in the Xfinity. Yep, did that. He caught up in the big one. Okay, yep. Alabama versus Mississippi in the first hour and a half. Didn't see it. Maybe it's a wrap. I think it's a wrap. And then Josh Berry from the back of the pack. Yeah, no, he, like I said, he was running last car on the lead lap right before this. So now we are sitting at 18 laps in. That line up top is definitely starting to get there. You can tell these guys on the outside lane are really starting to rip now. Oh, man. Sorry I missed the button. No problem. I got it. Looks like we're heading to commercial, unfortunately. So I'm trying to see pace of the leaders as they currently run. The top 5 all literally ran 35.60s last time around. They all ran the exact same lap time. Now, Gregson is trying to get by the 16. It looks like he has a run on him. We'll see if he tries to pull the slider going into the next set of corners. He will not. He will stay up on the high side. He's going to tuck in behind the 16. Looks like Hemrick and Jones are currently battling for the 8th spot. Hemrick looking on low, Jones up high. So that battle's currently going on with Chandler Smith looking back on in 10th right behind them. So side by side down the front stretch, those two go. And off into turn 1, it looks like Hemrick's going to try and let her slide up right in front. No, he's going to tuck it to the bottom and try to hold it there. So Hemrick tucking it all the way around the bottom, and he'll be able to wrap the bottom really well. Off corner, Hemrick takes the spot. So Hemrick up to 8th. Man, they are all running very similar lap times there in the top 5. That's pretty nuts. Meanwhile, you do have to get up on that wall if you want to make time. That's the lane you got to make time, especially late in runs. We're only 20 laps in, and that lane's starting to come in, so we'll see if that holds. Looks like crossover on the front stretch, but Chandler Smith now has a choice. Does he go with one? Does he go with both? Or does he just sit in third? He will go to the middle. So it'll be Hemrick to the bottom, Jones up top, Chandler Smith in the middle. As they go through the corner, looks like Hemrick might have enough to slide up in front of the 19. 19's going to have a run, though. So as they all tuck in line, the 19 rolls up to the back bumper, but no further. He'll stay in line, and Hemrick will officially take the 8th spot and be clear of it. We'll see if that holds on for more than one lap, though, because in 3 and 4, the 19 looking back to the top. Hemrick still trying to roll around the bottom. So another big run down the front stretch for the 19. Meanwhile, Sam Mayer, running in the 11th spot, had a bad pit stop, has recovered and gotten back to him, but he's definitely going to need to make some moves. Looks like a lot of right side damage on there. I'm not sure if he just hit the wall or if that was recent, but the one car has a big scrape along that right rear fender. So I'm not sure when he caught the wall, but he definitely caught it at some point. All right, looking at the lap times up front, 35.8, 35.9, 35.8, 35.9, 36.0. All of them right next to each other. Landon Castle car looks like his is starting to take that turn where it starts to get real good on longer runs. So we'll see what he's got coming forward. It looks like 9 car still looks pretty untouched. We'll see how that stretches. Man, he is just so good at the wall here, man. Rim ride in the top again. Trevor Bayne out front as they're showing as they get back from break. I don't like that Lionel can make the same Chase Elliott, but not even Ross's GoPro 164. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It all comes down to people ordering it. Like, if people pre-ordered the Ross car, they would have made it. You know, Lionel just basically says, well, if this many people buy it, we'll make it. And when it came to pre-orders, there's enough Elliott fans. Everything they offer is going to get made. So that's basically what happens is they just make everything because there's enough people that'll buy it. Doesn't mean I didn't want to see that GoPro car. I really did. But Lionel's they're not playing favorites. They're just using numbers. At the end of the day, if there's not enough people buying it, they're not going to make it. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. Gregson's really trying to get there, but he has not been able to get past AJ Allmendinger. That being said, AJ and Noah together are catching Austin Hill. Man, as they run, Noah is 49 on the cut line. Like I said, anyone can win on any given race, but all right, so as they currently run, looks like our top 5 are all within 3 seconds of the lead. But like I said, Landon Castle's starting to put together some pretty decent laps. Still a little slow this last time by, but looks like Hill trying to run the wall. Is he going to be able to make it through? That's tight. Oh, yeah, Allmendinger's on him now. He tried to run the wall, and Allmendinger caught right up to that. He's going to go low. Allmendinger back up to the wall. So Allmendinger up on the wall right in front of Gregson, and that has prevented... Ooh, big loose for Allmendinger coming out of that corner. Oh, man, they are all closing in on Trevor Bayne. We're going to have a 4-car battle for the lead. All 4 cars are within a second of the lead now. Well, maybe Noah's not quite there. He's almost there. Look at that battle. This is getting good, guys. I'm telling you. Loose wheel for Allgaier. Oh, man, and he stayed out, too. And he's not even close to the fuel window, so depending on how bad it is, he may have to pit early. But if he can stretch it to get to the fuel window, he's almost got to try at this point. All right, looks like Castle's going to get up and try to run the wall. I haven't seen Castle run the wall all day long, so I'd be very curious to see how his lap time looks this time by. So just ran the wall last time, ran a 36.3. Pretty good lap, but as you get more confident with it, might get better. Meanwhile, like I said, that front battle, Gregson has sort of fallen off. He's a 1.5 seconds now off, but Allmendinger and Hill are definitely battling for that second spot. Looks like Allgaier still running 17th, so he hasn't pitted yet if he has that loose wheel. We will find out if it's manageable, because if he can make it work, that's definitely the best way to manage your points. Meanwhile, Stephen Parsons up in 12th, looking to try and take 11th from Brandon Jones. So great run for Stephen in the 45. That looks like a contract that you should be offering if you want to try and run well. I know Alpha Prime's got to run on sponsors too, but I'm telling you, Stephen Parsons doing a great job in the 45. Doing it through the field right now. Oh, looks like Gregson has gotten by Allmendinger. I'm not sure how. Trying to look and see, but the leaderboard just shows he got past, and they're not showing us how. So I'm trying to see any other movement. No, everyone else looks good. So I'm guessing it might have just been a move, but he did finally get by. So Gregson has made that spot up. Now he's going to go after Hill. And like I said, it takes Gregson's car about 30. I mean, they're 30 laps in the run. He hasn't got the lead back. So that's a big deal. All right, we'll stick it right there. So yeah, looking at the lap times, yeah, Gregson's still running some pretty good laps. Josh Berry's running good laps. So there's some guys running some pretty good speed there. Chandler Smith's having a good run on the 26, for sure. 9th position for Chandler Smith today. Well done on that 26 car. I mean, that's a good run for Sam Hunt. I mean, Oh, looks like the 9 finally has some scrapes along the right side. Oh, they're going to show the replay of the pass. Okay, good. All right, Noah Gregson has just pulled another slide job. They were just talking about it and showed us the pass. He literally just sent it all the way down on the bottom, slides all the way up to the wall. And if you have enough momentum, you'll cross him over. But a lot of these guys haven't fought it because by the time you cross over and give him the top again, he's going to be right alongside you again. So definitely being able to make the moves. And that car's starting to come to life. He has caught Trevor Bayne. Looks like right now 77 to go, so a long ways to go to pit stops. But he is running right up along that wall. Oh, man, he gained so much time on Trevor Bayne last lap. Trevor Bayne's going to try and run the top, but he's not fully on the top. So right now, Gregson is close. Yeah, he's going to get him this time by, I think. Here comes Gregson with a big run down the front stretch. He's going to try and do the same thing he's done the last 2 times, I think. And he's going to send it all the way down on the bottom. He is. He's going to send it on the bottom. Roll it up to the top. And, oh, yeah, he gone. He is up to the top and gassing it up, and Trevor Bayne's not even on his bumper yet, so he's gone. Meanwhile, Allgaier, I said it wrong again, man. Allmendinger and Austin Hill are battling right now for the 4th spot. Looks like Bayne's going to enter a lane lower. Is he going to look back on Gregson? No, Gregson will pull away. So Allgaier, I said it wrong again. Guys, I can't do this today, man. Allmendinger gets by Austin Hill for 3rd, and Gregson has taken the lead. I said it too soon. Austin Hill side drafting down the front stretch, making a run at him. Allmendinger still running up high. Not all the way against the wall, though. He's still just running the top lane. Looks like coming out of the corner, Allmendinger will have the momentum as they hit the backstretch, but they'll still be side by side. Holy cow. Gregson just put half a second on everybody that lap by. Is there anyone even close to him in pace? Ooh, he saved his tires and did a great job of it because he is now absolutely cooking the field on lap time. All right, so as they currently run, 74 laps to go. Battle for 2nd now heating up. AJ Allmendinger looking low on Trevor Bayne. He's not quite alongside. He'll tuck in beside as they run down the backstretch. I really don't want Gregson to beat Bayne. That would be the most disappointing conclusion to this race, in my opinion. I would agree. I want to see Trevor Bayne do well. I said I would agree. Noah Gregson has been so snake bit here. I think it's time he finally gets that win at Homestead. I mean, he has been so good at this racetrack. Yeah, Trevor needs to get up on that wall, but he might be waiting till the final stage. Or I say stage. He might be waiting till the final set of tires to get up there. I think he should be up there now, so that way he's good at running it by the time that last set of tires go on. But I think he's not afraid of it. I think he just doesn't want to hurt his car. We'll see. I mean, we've got, like I said, another 20 laps probably till pit stops. 20-ish laps. And maybe not quite that much, but they're going to run another chunk of laps here before they decide to go. All right, AJ Allmendinger going to look to the bottom. He's going to slide up in front, and he will take 2nd. Austin Hill now looking for 3rd, and Trevor Bayne's finally up on the wall. Let's see what he can do. And looks like Hill and Allmendinger get by. Bayne now into the 4th position with Barry looking on. Everybody up on that last lane or the wall. They're all up at least that far. And so that's currently where everybody's running at. Trevor needs to get on that wall. It may be too late, but he definitely needs to start getting used to it because you need to get kind of in a rhythm. And once you get that rhythm down, then you're good. But he's got to get the rhythm going, and you can't just hop up there once and think you're going to be good. You got to, get a lot of laps doing that. So Bain has now fallen back to 5th, and his lap time is not very good either. He's fallen off a lot there. I mean, when I say falling off, like, he is losing a lot of time per lap. He's losing darn near a second a lap. So he might have actually hurt his tires running so hard in the first part of that run. And the problem is he's got 20 more laps before pit stops. Meanwhile, as I was saying that, I just now looked. Noah Gregson has a 4-second lead. So he is basically checking out. He's got half a second on the whole field lap time-wise right now. And so, yeah, good chance that's the last we've... If this thing stays green, he might just run away with it now. We'll see. Yeah, 3.9 out front. Yeah, just lost 3 positions. Like I said, I'm trying to see if he's getting up on the wall, but it doesn't look like the speed is in that 18 car at the moment. That 18 car is currently running lap times in the 37.2s. Everybody else is running 36.5. I mean, he's 7/10 off the guys right behind him. Like, Trevor Bain's going to fall like a rock if that car doesn't start to rebound because everybody behind him clear the way back to, like, 13th is running 3/4 a lap faster. Yes, no sight of David Starr yet. That being said, who's that I just saw in front of him? Oh, no, it is David Starr. He's the next car to get lapped. Yes, we don't need a phantom caution, that's for sure. I think that phantom caution would tick everybody off. We definitely don't need that. All right, Gregson now. I think he's behind Creed. I can't quite tell who's the car he's lapping in front of him now. Yep, he's right behind Creed now, so that's the car he's trying to chase. Looks like David Starr is the next one on the lead lap. 68 to go. All right, Allmendinger has separated from second. He now has enough gap on Hill. I mean, it's not much. It's 0.4 of a second, but they were battling hard for a few laps there. So now that he's gotten clear, he can kind of set that sail going. Whoa, big wiggle there out of the 39. No, is he back on the track? Is that 39 or is that somebody else? Might be the 39 car. 38 car. 38? No, that ain't right. It might be the 39. I can't tell. I'm having trouble seeing. I literally can't tell what car that is. NBC, your camera is shaking so horribly. I'm trying to see the number on that car. 28. It's the 28 car. That's the car I'm seeing. Had a big wiggle there, but was able to keep the wheels under it. That is the 28. Thank you for getting me. I could not read that car forever. I was like, dang, that looks like Sieg. Is that Weatherman? Oh, no, he's a lap down. Oh, bummer. Ooh, big wiggle out of the 8, so he's trying. If they got to pit twice, they're going to have to do it now. They're going to have to pit 45 in, and then again at lap, let's see, that'd be about lap 90, and then they have 20 laps. No, they should have already pitted. If they're going to 2-pit it, they should have already stopped. So it doesn't look like anyone's doing the 2-stop strategy there. The broadcast is currently trying to explain a strategy where you pit twice in this stage, because on tires, it actually might be faster. It is riskier. You can get caught a lap down multiple times. You'll have no sets of tires left at the end of the race for a late race caution. But that being said, they definitely need to do something soon, because like the 7 car, he's still running on the lead lap, but I mean, you can't just run the regular race if you want to make up points. You gotta go for it. Yep, here he comes. 64 to go, and that is outside the fuel window, so he's going to pit now, and then probably in another 40 laps or so, about lap 80, in the stage, that is, lap 180, that's 30 to go, so he's gonna have to go with the 2-stopper. Here comes I said AJ again. Gah. Here comes Justin Allgaier. He's going to come on that strategy. I think the 34 might be employing that strategy as well, because he's making moves past the guys up front at the moment. So the 7 is in. We'll see what he tries to do here. Looks like currently They have to do the two-stop at this point. They can't make it to the end. Boy, they got big-time troubles on that right side. Holy cow, are they even trying? What in the world? They are taking forever on this 7 car. It looks like they're not even trying. Boy, that is an ugly pit stop there. That took forever. They didn't even look like they were hustling. Oof. Yeah, looks like the jack dropped twice on the right side, and that caused that problem. But boy, that's a big... That really hurts your chances. I mean, the two-stop strategy only works if you only stop twice quickly. You can't stop twice for a minute. So yeah, that's a hard hit for Allgaier because he's going to need to have everything go perfect just to stay in contention at this point. We're talking like everybody comes pit road, runs 10, 15 laps, and then he has a shot maybe. Now, he will be able to make up a lot of time. He was running around 28 seconds behind, but when your lap times are 2 seconds a lap faster than the leader, 27 laps, that takes 15 laps, and you'll make a lot of that time up. Now, he's 2 laps down as they currently run, but he just blew, and I mean blew, by the 21 car. That's 6 seconds. So, he's got to go further back. Looks like Creed just slid through his box. He had to slide him back twice, so he's going to have a bad stop. Man, mistakes are biting a lot of guys right now. Boy. They are kind of lollygagging, I'd say. So, yes, that's what they're going to do here. It looks like they are going to... Here comes a 21. That's the first big-time leader. He's coming in. That's a two-stop? Is he going to two-stop this? That's crazy. Are they going to stretch it? That's a big gamble for the 21 right now. I'm not sure what that... Hill is doing the two-stop. Okay, that's interesting. I was a little unsure on that. So Hill is going to gamble for the two-stop strategy. Jones is in as well. Let's see. I think I feel like Allgaier's got to be back down to just 1 lap down right now, right? Yeah, he's down to 1 lap down. So he ran, 34.4 to Noah Gregson's 36.5. Noah Gregson is in. Interesting. So right now, Noah Gregson is in. Looks like everybody's coming. So I don't know if they're just all pushing their limit, because right now they're only 50 laps into the stage. I mean, you're 50 in, 55 to go. Like, I don't know about that. That's a very interesting strategy. I'll say it that way. Very interesting. So Noah is gone and away. Barry is currently the leader as they run. I guess they're going to gamble on going all the way to the end, but man, I don't know if your tires will last that long. Allmendinger in, Castle in, Hemrick in, Smith in, Mayer in, Sanchez in. I mean, they're all coming. Like, boy, that is interesting. I like Josh Berry's strategy here. Like, you may as well run as long as possible now that everyone's short-pitted short-pitted you so much. Boy, that is interesting, because they're either going to have to stretch it or pray for a caution, because that's a tight window, man. Gregson does maintain the lead. A lot of right side scrapes on every car right now. But so right now, as they run, Josh Berry, the only car that has yet to pit. Oh, Trevor Bayne sped. Trevor Bayne has sped on pit road. So Trevor Bayne going to be going to the back. Or a pastor, I should say. Oh, man. Trevor Bayne, that's a heartbreaker. He really didn't need that penalty. I mean, his car had fallen off so severely, I don't know if it had a race-winning... I don't know if he had a race-winning car in the first place, but boy, that one's gonna hurt. Oh, so the 8 doesn't have a set of tires left, so they had to wait this long. Very interesting, though. 54 down, 56 to go. I guess green flag-wise, you're close, but that's definitely going to put him back in the field. I mean, he's lost so much time Gregson's already passed him, so he's lost so much time in the first chunk of laps here that's going to be huge. I mean, he's going to end up coming out probably in about 8th or 9th. Trevor Bayne now serving his penalty. How in the world did Bailey Curry save that? Wow, that was a huge hit. Anthony Alfredo got into the back of the 4 and sent him full-blown sideways as they went down the backstretch. And, I mean, he absolutely saved it. Well done. Looks like the 4 is going to run the top. All right, the 21 has caught the 9. Remember, the 21's really good on the short run, and he's really good around the bottom. So we'll see how long it takes him to get there. But he has caught him, so that little bit fresher tire for a few laps has really helped that 21. He is there. Question is he going to be able to catch the 9 and pass him? Because once the 9 got past him, he was gone. So he's going to have to get by him if he has any shot to win. All right, so as they run, the 21 potentially having a loose wheel. They just talked about it on the radio. So the 21, they're saying left rear might not be tight. They're not sure. As they run, he is within about a half second of the leader. AJ is 5 seconds back, so he has plenty of room. Remember, he can point his way in. Now, he obviously wants to win, as every driver does, but as they run, that's a big deal if he can keep his points the way they are. As they run, it looks like he's still trying to catch Noah, about a half second back. But we'll see how far into this run it takes if he ever gets past him. If he doesn't, that's going to be a pretty hard deal because right now, that 9 car gets better as the run goes. Ooh, tight squeeze, 10 and 54. All right. Ooh, they're all entering on the bottom. Very interesting decision there. So right now it's Barry. Actually, Barry's got new tires, but he's 10 seconds back. So Barry has brand new tires. He's going to probably blow by these two, Castle and Gibbs, but he's going to have to get 10 seconds on the leaders in 50 laps. That's half a second a lap. So the question is, can he do it? Maybe. The lap times are actually pretty good. The question is, will he do it? That's another story. We'll see. 51 to go. Hill is still all over the back of the 9 car. He's running the low side. Question is, can he get there? Let's see here. Should I bring a diecast to get signed? Sure. How do you feel about the NASCAR classing? Oh, the NASCAR Classics, Mark Martin. Oh, I love that car. I don't know if I've offered it on my site yet. I got to double check if that one's up, but that's going to be a really cool car. Definitely recommend that one if you're a fan of the Classics. All right, Noah has already found the fence. They're not 20 laps in, though, so I'm not sure if that wall is really the best place for him yet. Question is, if he maintains his tires, I think he'll be all right. But this is going to be the longest stretch on tires any of these guys have gone. So this will be interesting, because if there's a late race caution, that's how Noah's lost pretty much every other race at this racetrack so far. Wow, that 18 must have put tires on, because he is flying. He just went by the 21. Now he's going past the 9. He's going to be back on the lead lap, but boy, that speeding penalty is really going to hurt tomorrow because he is back on the lead lap in 16th, but unfortunately there is not enough time left to get back there, and I'm guessing he's probably out of tires too. No 164th, that I don't care for, but that I don't know if they have a mold for, so I kind of understand it from that side. They may not have a mold for that car. That body style, I don't know if Lionel/Winter Circle ever made any of those. Not Winter Circle, why did I say that? Lionel Action. Oh. As they run, 5 seconds back to AJ Allmendinger. Barry is 9.6 back, so he's cut half a second off the lead, but it's taken him a few extra laps to do it. So we'll see. He may have a shot to get there. It'll be close. Next car to get lapped, by the way, is David Starr. That's the car Noah's coming up to next. Please don't let anything happen. The 21 is coming back in. The left rear he thinks is too loose. He can't get there. The 21 coming back in. This is huge. 21 back on pit road to fix the flat, or not the flat, but the loose wheel. And that's huge because he was actually ahead of sorry, I said it wrong again, Justin Allgaier, J.A. He was ahead of Justin Allgaier by 5 points. He's going to lose those 5 points and a lot more as he sits on pit road here getting the new set of tires. Now, he will be on fresh tires for a little bit. He'll have a shot to get there, but oh boy, this is huge because he's going to certainly lose a lap. He'll be able to get part of it back on the track, but oh boy, that's going to be tough. I don't know about that, guys. That's going to be tough, man. 50 or 46 laps to go, and he's got to try and recover. Now, the good news is they have run so long on that set of tires, he'll come out around 15th, 18th, 20th position and have fresh tires, so he'll start picking his way up. He can definitely get back to the top 10 by the end of this, but I think his race win chances just went out the window because he's got a long way to go if he wants to get there. So it looks like the 21 got the new tires and they're ready to roll. Oh boy, is he having another issue? No, looks like he's good. Yeah, everything looks good. Boy, it looked like there was smoke there for a second. All right, well, that's a huge deal. He gives up second position, less than a second back to make that stop. Oh, I feel like you gotta ride it out. Like, that's your championship, man. You gotta ride it out. Oh, I don't know, man. So Austin Hill going to be a lap down. He's going to be able to catch Noah and get back on the lead lap, but that's his last set of tires. So at this point, right now, he is going to have, I don't know what to win. It's going to have to be I don't think he has a shot. Even if a yellow comes out, I think at this point, Austin Hill's only shot might be it stays green and people's tires start literally failing with 5 to go because there's not enough tires left. That's about his only shot at this point. He's 5 seconds behind Noah, but he's going to be running laps. I mean, looks like second and a half faster. So he'll get to Noah and get back on the lead lap here in the next 6 or 7 laps. But, man, he's going to be clear back in, 15th position. And, yeah, he'll make up a lot of spots. He'll probably, like I said, he'll get to the top 10, maybe top 7. But his race win chances, I think, are done. Let's see. The stars seem to align for Noah today. I mean, sometimes you have to be lucky. Sometimes you have to be good. Today and every other day, Noah's had plenty of good, not enough luck. Still pretty good today, but the luck seems to be falling his way pretty nicely as well. So we'll see. Oh, Landon Castle's back on pit road as well. Oh, Landon Castle had a great run today, too. That's huge. Allgaier just went around. He's up into 12th. Did he pit recently? No, he just tagged the wall. Justin Allgaier, he is on the 2-stop strategy, so he will, I assume, be back in the next 5 to 10 laps. I would think. All right, so as they currently run, yeah, there's Bain, Allgaier, and Gregson all down the front stretch, and that's 13th place. I mean, Noah Gregson has lapped up to 13th. He's got a 6-second lead, just cruising along the wall. Don't need to push it. Take care of your stuff. Don't wreck it, and I think he's got a shot to win this race as long as nothing goofy happens. So here comes the 7. He's going there. Austin Hill should be coming. He should be getting close to the 9 soon. Looks like the 18 may have burned up his tires already. We'll see. All right, so right now the current gap is 6.5 seconds, 10 seconds back to Barry. So Barry's not even making up ground on those newer tires anymore. So we were thinking maybe he could run it down. He's actually lost a little ground over that. So someone needs to spin. I'm not liking this. I don't think, even if you're the biggest Noah Gregson hater, you got to admit the guy's super good here, and he's been really good the last few years. Had a lot of bad luck. I mean, good grief, a lap car wrecking right in front of you is tough. But that being said, he's not for everybody. He's for me, though. I like him. All right, so up along the wall. Looks like Trevor Bayne is really starting to lose pace. I think there's a good chance that 18 car is going to have a lot of trouble. 26 car, where's he running? He's up into the 6th position. Chandler Smith, very solid race today. Just keeping your nose clean, staying out of trouble, doing what you're supposed to do in your first start. I don't know how many times he's raced here, but good job. Here comes the 21. He's up alongside Noah. Oh, I don't know. He may not have had a loose wheel. All right, Landon Castle also pitted. I got to see where he's running at. He's currently in 18th, but his lap times will tell me he's going to move up as well as they get down towards the end. I believe Justin Allgaier, we should see him in the next 7 to 8 laps. Let's see. Where did I put that? Did I leave it down here? Maybe I didn't. My bad. All right, so as they currently run, it's starting to snooze out. When I say snooze out, I don't mind that because, as I said, it's a good race. We've had good strategy. I was really interested to see how Barry would do with that strategy. He is back to 9.3, so he's starting to make up a little ground. The question is, I mean, I don't think he can get all the way there at this point. 10 seconds over 30 laps is a lot of distance. So we'll see if he can get there. But that being said, Allmendinger 6.8 back, so still pretty good distance there. And there we go. Austin Hill going to make his way past Justin Allgaier. That's for the 12th position, by the way. I haven't been the biggest Gregson fan, but this year he's become my favorite. I really like the kid. I've always thought he was really solid. Definitely had maturing to do, but I think he did a good job. Hey, that's all good. If you're not a fan and you'd rather him not win, that's all good. But that being said, I am perfectly fine with this thing cruising out and him winning by 10 seconds because, like I said, the last 3 times he's had the best car and led the most laps, won practically all the stages, and just had rotten luck. 34 to go, still cruising along, setting a good pace, but we'll see if he can hold that pace. He's got still 34 laps, is a long time, guys. Justin Allgaier, I think, still has to come back, so we will see if Justin Allgaier's got time to get up and if he has to make a pit stop and make all that ground up. Now, if you come back out and you've got lap times in the 33-second bracket, you'll make up 3 seconds a lap for 20 laps. That's a lot of time. You should be able to, get a good finish out of it still. Just like what Austin Hill's doing. I mean, he's up to 11, 30 seconds behind. So like I said, Austin Hill, he's going to make up enough time. He's probably going to get back to, I don't know, 7th, maybe even 6th. But I just don't think we're going to see Austin Hill get all the way back to the lead where he might have had a shot. Shout out Stephen Parsons in the 9th position. Also Chandler Smith in the 6th positions. Great runs for those guys. Nicholas Sanchez running 12th, just keeping the nose clean on it. Missed his pit box earlier. Small mistake, but has managed to keep himself in this race. So good job on that car. Landon running 16th. He's got fresh tires, though, so he's going to be kind of cruising through the field here. I assume he will also be able to get back to at least close to a top 10. And Trevor Bayne obviously made that mistake speeding, and that really hurt his race because now his tires have fallen off, and I just don't know if he's got enough to get back to the top 10. How am I? I'm good. Noah's had a good race. He's won both stages again. It's like a story for him at Homestead. He can win all the stages he wants, but he can't have the trophy. So this year, I think this year he finally gets that trophy, or at least I sure hope so, because it's been a long time coming at this track. out front by over 7 seconds, 7.2 seconds on the second place car of AJ. Just on cruise control. And that's what you got to do. Just keep your car clean. Get to the end of the race. He's run the top line all day really well. I'm in a commercial, so I don't have a lot to say, unfortunately. But that's what we're kind of waiting on. I don't have a lot to announce because there's no freaking race to watch. NASCAR bros, you shut your mouth. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear a thing. You're not allowed to speak. Don't you say that. Don't you bring that bad news in here. Also, A-Shock, yes. Or sorry, no, I did not get any new ones this week. Have a bunch to get moving. Hey, and then Clyde's got his Harvick Subway car. That one went out this week, so his came in. A bunch of stuff came in, so I'm getting it all shipped together. I was going to have one big load, and then probably another one shortly after, and they came in early, and now I have a massive, massive load of cars coming. So that one ought to be interesting, because there are a big group of cars. Yes, get your bad luck out of here. Come on, man. I can't take another heartbreak. Austin Hill back up to the 10th spot, by the way, so even though I had to make that second pit stop, lap times look real good. He's going to, like I said, I think he'll get up to probably Chandler Smith in 6th, so he'll still be able to salvage the day, but unfortunately, I think he really hurt himself. AJ Allmendinger doing what he's done all year, just running great laps, keeping out of trouble, and doing exactly what you're supposed to do, and look at where he is. I mean, he's running second. He's so consistent. I mean, this is the type of guy, I think Justin Allgaier, I can't speak, man. AJ Allmendinger and Justin Allgaier are simply crisscrossed for me. They are simply crisscrossed. But anyway, I think AJ is going to be a contender next year. I think he will not only win a race, I think he will be well within the points to also make the championship or the playoffs. I do not think that 16 will be running 26th in points in terms of owners. I think that 16 is going to be a very, very good car next year. I think that 16 is going to be one of the best. Oh, Jones, what are you doing? Jones just decided to block the 21. Little contact. We'll see if that's going to work. Oh, that seems like a flat tire waiting to happen. Pretty hard hit for the 19. We don't want a caution. Leave us alone. Oh, he hits him again. What is he doing? 21 is mad. He just hit him again. I don't think that's overly... All right, that 19 had a lot of damage there. He hit that wall a ton. Oh. Come on, 19. If you have a flat, just stay along the wall and then get down. Noah is coming up on all this traffic, by the way, so we definitely don't need Brandon Jones having a flat right in front of Noah. Stephen Parsons now running up. He's running in the 8th spot. All right, Austin Hill making a move for 8th on Stephen Parsons. Great run for Stephen tonight. Telling you that 45 with Stephen Parsons, that's a good combination. I would be signing him up. I expect an order next weekend. I do have an extra Elliott coming, so I will have your Elite ready. Oh no, David Starr. No, sorry, that's Jeb Burton. We're good. All right, 9. Oh, I'm telling you guys, I am nervous right now. I'm getting a little quiet because I am getting nervous.
Noah is running right behind a lot of these lap cars that have been just running like buffoons around each other. He's going to get a run here. 27, I think, is going to give him room. He is. 27 gives him the top lane. Now he's coming up on Brandon Jones. Now, Jones, I don't think, will run the top lane. I think he, after hitting the wall twice, going to be a little more cautious on that one. All right, so here comes the 9. He got a big run. Oh, 27 with a big wiggle. Yikes. All right, so now the 9 is coming up on the 19. I am still literally just frozen. Please don't let that 19 have a flat. No flat for the 19, please. Please. Oh, big slide from the 19. Come on, Noah. I really want him to get past this man. Get past the 19. That car is a flat tire waiting to happen. Oh, that makes me so nervous. 21 laps to go. And like I said earlier, the time the 21's making up is actually starting to make a difference now. He's still 31 seconds behind, but he is up to the 8th position, and he will probably, like I said, get to 6. So 21 car doing a great job. Oh, come on, Noah. Did you get past him yet? Hemrick's still running the bottom. I'm a little surprised. Daniel has run the bottom all night long, and he's got good pace, but I figured he would try that wall at some point. Did he get past Jones yet? I am still so nervous. I need to see. Show me the leader. I need to see. I cannot tell you how on edge I am right now, knowing that the 19 who smacked the wall is sitting right in front of the leader. I have too many flashbacks to David Starr. I'm telling you, that it haunts me. It haunts me to this day. David Starr coming to pit road, it looks like. Yep, he is. All right, where's our leader? Great run, by the way, Chandler Smith. I just mentioned him, but great job. Patrick Eberling needs to hop on out of the way. Great sliding. Patrick, get out of the way. 35. Who is his spotter? Jeez. He about just hooked left and dumped him. Yikes, that 35 was a weapon right there. Good slide job for the 8. He'll move up there and roll the top along into 2nd position. So 8.7 seconds back. Oh, Justin does have a right rear. I knew he was going to have to come back and pit. His tires didn't hold on the last time. I think he tagged the wall, though. No caution. Justin is on pit road with the right rear flat. No caution. We are still green. Don't scare me like that, guys. Gosh. Don't scare me. No caution. He's on pit road. They're going to get 4 new fresh ones. He's got 17 laps to make up all this time he's about to lose, and he is going to be a lot faster for those 17 laps. So he's going to come out around 22nd maybe, but with those fresh tires, I think he'll be able to recover fairly well, maybe top 15. Still a big hit on the points, but definitely don't want to get on the wall again. Did Noah get past him? Yes, he did. Where did the 19 go? 19's a lap down, but I think he had to pit for a flat. 19, no, he's back here. So yeah, the 19 is a lap down by a multiple amounts of cars now. So that's good, because that means he is nowhere near Noah. 16 to go. Noah still cruising out front, almost up to a 10-second lead. Just cruising. Coming up on Herbst now. So the 98 is around the top. All right, so as they go down the backstretch, what are there, 9 cars on the lead lap? Oh, geez, Justin Allgaier just blew by both of them. That was crazy. They're showing the onboard of the 98, and the 7 just blows by him and Gregson. That's the new tires right there, man. Holy cow. Oh, we got an issue on the 48. He's nice and low. He's got a right front flat going down the backstretch. Oh, we have a caution. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Get on the access road. Oh, he is on the access road. All right, he got to the access road. Oh, now Stephen Parsons goes for a ride. He's blown a right rear. Oh, no. Golly, again? Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Another issue. You got to be kidding me. 28 has a flat. I mean, give these guys more tires, man. The reason they had to stretch this thing 55 laps is because there's just simply not enough tires for these runs. You cannot expect 50, 60 laps per tire. That's not going to work. You gave them no option to have a short run set of tires anywhere. That's my sister. She's a Gregson fan, and she's been through this 3 times. And sadly, I think we're looking at number 4. Golly, that is awful. Remember, Josh Berry's out of tires. Josh Berry is out of tires. Yeah, it was contact. Like I said, the second one was, I thought it looks like there was contact between the two, which is just unfortunate. Like I said, both of them. Oh, man. Good run for the 45. That's ended. That's unfortunate, man. A couple of guys having some solid runs. They now have tore up race cars. You gotta be kidding me, man. Who's on the lead lap that can get into the playoffs? Austin Hill's out of tires too, guys. Austin Hill's up to 6, but he's out of tires. So he's going to have to stay out. Barry's going to stay out. I don't know. Allmendinger could be a shot for the win. Oh, every time, man. A late caution is going to get him again. I would love for one of these to run out. Yeah, it looks like... Oh, Herbst is out of tires, too. So 3 cars are going to have to stay out. It's not time for the jumps. Like I said, it's a real caution. It's nobody. It wasn't a gimmick. It's just... Sometimes you just get unlucky, and man, I cannot believe he might have it again. Now, I think he still has a shot to win. Don't get me wrong. But boy, does this make me nervous. I really don't want to see a bunch of wrecks. All right, guys. Well, getting ready to go pit stops, I assume. Oh, man, a 10-second lead. And this is like I think this is the 4th straight race where inside the last 20 laps, he has a 10-second plus lead and something happens. Now, again, he still may win this race, but he certainly is going to be in a lot of hurt compared to where he was, out 10 seconds on the field, you know. So... All right. How do you think Chase Elliott will do tomorrow? I think he'll be all right. He's usually pretty good at keeping his he's pretty good at keeping his nose clean at Homestead and keeping the car running well. So I think he's got a good shot. Man, this is... Come on. Oh, yeah, go take a look here. Let's get on Insta quick. Where is it? That tells you I don't use the app enough because I don't even know where it is. Here we go. Found the story. I think that's all I found was a story, though. Oh, there's the post. There we go. Now I found the post. Found it. Where's Austin Hill? Austin Hill is in 6th, but he's going to have to stay out. He's got no tires left. No tires for the 21. Oh, I am so nervous right now. Like, sick to my stomach level nervous. Man. Man, oh man. Is your favorite football team the Jets? The Jets and the Vikings. I watch them both. I like them both. And they play each other, so I'm going to go to that game and root on both of them. That's a nice thing. I get to sit and enjoy the game, and no matter what, one of them wins. Also, no matter what, one of them loses, but that's okay. You know, it's nice to be able to sit back and just be like, I just want them both to play well and look good. Put on a good game. No injuries, that kind of stuff. You get your Harvick subway car on Tuesday. Clyde actually just got his yesterday or today, I think. So you can check him out on Instagram. He just showed a picture of it, but I sent him that one on, I believe, Wednesday, so it got there pretty quick. All right, no speeding. No speeding. Just take it easy. Have a nice, solid stop. Put a good stop together. Come on, Noah. Looks like everybody's going to come in and get some type of tire. Looks like they're going to get scuffed. So Noah could very well win this off pit road and still be in the lead. Let's see. All right. All right, good stop for Noah. He is out clean with the lead. Looks like it'll be Dinger in 2nd, Hemrick 3rd, Herbst 4th, 5th will be Hill, then it's going to be Mayer. Who is that? Mayer, Smith, Herbst, and Barry. And that's your top 10, or 9, because the 10th is Trevor Bayne, who got the free pass. I hope they made an adjustment for the short run. Oh, please get out there and win this thing, man. Oh, Bowman Vegas one is in. That's nice. I haven't seen, is 124 even out? I think it's the 164 because 24s aren't out yet. All right, cars are still doing their pit stops for the lap cars. I'm going green with probably about 5 to go, man. 5 to go. Have a good one, Clyde. Oh, I'm nervous, man. I'm so nervous. Oh, 124. Great. That's fast. I didn't see that one was in yet. That's a interesting looking car. I think it looks a little too yellow for me. Like they faded the white on it too badly. All right. So a lot of cars going to take the wave around here. I mean, with 5 laps to go, it's the easiest way to gain a spot. Oh, I am so nervous, guys. I really don't want this to end badly. At least it's an organic caution. I mean, don't get me wrong. They've all been organic the last few years. I think one of them was a little corny. It was a car in 8th, last car on the lap, spinning himself out to the infield. I thought that one was a little cheesy. It's like, really? You just sent yourself down into the infield heading into the corner? Like, how do you even do that? So, all right, guys. Well, lining up. It'll be 6 to go this time by. 5 to go when they go green. 5 to go when they go green. AJ's on the bottom. Gibbs is right behind him. Whew. Yeah, they made it like a cream color white. It's off. It's just wrong. All right. Oh, man, guys. I hate this. Come on, don't let it happen again. Don't let us have another bad race. Let's go get one. All right, 3 and 4 they go. Under yellow. 3rd row inside, Chandler Smith. Tell you what, he's had a good run today. We'll see what he can do. Trevor Bain starts 10th. We'll see. He's got only 5 laps to get there, but be interesting. 20 wave around cars. Noah gets away clean. He's on the high side, but AJ is coming on the bottom. Ty Gibbs running for 2nd. Oh, AJ's got good speed with 5 to go, man. All right, the 9's going to send it down. He's going to take the bottom. Coming around, 4 to go. Oh, man, Dinger's got good short run speed. Still side by side. Or not side by side, sorry, nose to tail. Coming around to 3 to go this time. Gregson still just being able to run the bottom and then slide it up in front. All right, 3 to go. Gregson still got the lead. Going to the bottom, 3 to go. He started to put a little gap on him. He's got it off the corner. Coming around, next time by will be 2 to go. It's Gregson, Allmendinger, and Gibbs. Arguably the 3 best all year long. Allmendinger's going to try the top. He's half a second back. 2 to go. To the bottom again. The 9's going to try and put where he enters low and then tries to exit on the high side. He slides it up. Dinger still 4/10 of a second back. Coming around next time to the white flag. Come on, bring it home. Bring it home. Gibbs looking high on Allmendinger. He's got to run. Gibbs has the momentum. Gibbs clears 0.6 of a second now. White flag. He's got it. Now he goes to the bottom. Rolling it up the track. Half a second as they hit the backstretch. Down the backstretch. Still sits at half a second. He should have it. Bring it to the bottom. Gets back to the gas. He's going to bring it up. It's not going to be enough for Ty Gibbs. There we go. Noah Gregson finally gets that win. I mean, you never know till it's over, but he finally gets the Homestead win that he has frankly earned the last 4 times here. And this one finally sticks. Great job. He's in the championship 4. Not that it mattered. Points-wise, it doesn't change a ton for him. Gibbs is now fairly safe going into Martinsville, but he is locked in. He could have locked in on points tonight anyway. It was pretty close. So, yeah, great run. He was going to make the championship 4 most likely without utter collapse today and next week. And I mean, he had a 60-point gap on AJ. You know, so that's the whole race. Like, he would have been fine. So, fantastic. Oh man, I'm thrilled. Woo! I hate seeing those late race yellows here, man. I hate it. Burn it down. Oh, I hope this car doesn't have too much confetti on it because it's gonna look good as a race version. That right side's all sorts of scraped up, man. Bain clawed his way back up to 6th. Austin Hill fell to 9th. That's a big deal for him and the 7. I think the 7 actually ends up falling further. Or no, even his 10th. So that really helps. Allgaier, oh man, let me tell you, they're all really close. It's Allmendinger is 4th. Allmendinger is the last guy in. He has a 5-point gap back to Allgaier, and then a 2-point gap further to Austin Hill. So 5 and 7 is the cut line heading into Martinsville next week, and a winner changes everything. Heck yeah, good job, Noah. I wonder if he threw up, because this seems like something he would throw up doing. Oh, we don't get the raced and rubbed up tires either because they're fresh tires. Oh, there we go. Oh, get your camera guy away from the moving car, you bumbling idiot. Ugh, please use a drone. Please use a drone. Also, yes, good job. Thanks for pointing that out, Keon. Chandler Smith brings it home in 7th. I don't even know where the car is. It's in there somewhere. I think he blew the tires out. Yep, left rear's blown. He got it. Left rear's blown out. We're going to have a good one. Shredded left rear for everybody. I love it when he does a win like that. 8th win of the year. He got it. He finally got it. Yep, there's puke chunks on him. He finally got it. Man, this reminds me of Harvick at Atlanta, where it was just he got snake bit for so many years. The thing about Harvick at Atlanta, though, he got snake bit from 2001 to 2018. Just constant issues. It was insane how many times he had the best car there. Oh, I hope Luke Lambert goes with him next year. I'm telling you, Luke Lambert, they find a way to get that car good enough for the situations they need it in. Not happy with the way this race went. At least Allmendinger got a good points improvement. Oh, yeah, no, if you're an Allmendinger fan, honestly, Noah winning is probably good for you. Noah or Gibbs, because those two, he's probably not catching in points. So the biggest thing is he didn't want a good run of the 21 or the 7. He definitely didn't want Josh Berry to win last weekend. That really messed it up a little bit, but he also didn't need to get crashed. That doesn't help either. I really want AJ to get in the Final Four, though. He has been really good all year. Massive L. Who's got the massive L? That's a good thing. That's a W. He's got to get feeling better. You can tell he's still a little queasy. He's got to look down, focus on it. Yeah, he doesn't look so good. I think we got a waterfall puke coming. He doesn't look too good. He looks a little sick, man. I can't wait to see him run tomorrow. I'm excited to see what he can do. It's going to be good. Yes, definitely better for Allmendinger than last week. My ideal top 4 was Gregson, Gibbs, Allmendinger, Allgaier, because those were the top 4 cars heading into the playoffs. But Barry was 5th, so I can live with it over Allgaier. But I definitely want Allmendinger, Gibbs, and Gregson. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm thrilled, man. All right, so definitely got to have get Noah cooled down. Definitely got to have a good race next week for Allmendinger if he wants to get in, but he is in position now. He's in. Now he has to finish out next week and get there. Have a good one, Parker. Enjoy the race tomorrow. It should be a fun one. Should be good weather, it looks like, so enjoy it. Gibbs looking like he's good heading into the next round. He's got 25 points on Allmendinger. So 25-point gap, unless the stages go horribly for Gibbs, he should be able to make it in with a decent race next week. And then Allmendinger's got to keep on chugging. All right, Gregson's going to go climb the fence. Tell you what, Allmendinger would have won this points title, I think. It would have been close, though. Gregson and him have both been really, really solid, especially with stage points. +5. I want more than +5, but I think he's got a good shot. So Noah to climb the fence, still a little wore out, but Allmendinger has an average finish of 6.3, now 6.4. I don't know. Sam Ard. I mean, yeah, all year, AJ has just run a fantastic and consistent season. Winning at Talladega, winning on the road courses, like he has had a great season. Noah has had struggles at certain tracks like road courses and getting crashed a couple times, but for the most part, the difference between the two really right now in terms of points comes down to basically the plate tracks where Gregson didn't finish and Allmendinger did. But otherwise, those two are very even. I would actually really love to see this race out in the natural way, because going into next week, it could have been like a 10-point gap with Gregson trying to close in on Allmendinger. And can you imagine seeing Gregson slowly try to claw his way back into that championship fight? I mean, I just think regular full season points, it may not be as chaotic, but we could have some legendary battles with two-driver on two-driver. And I still firmly believe that you have 35 race build-up to a championship race is way better than trying to do it all in a week. It feels artificial and rushed, which it is, but, that's just my opinion on the point system. I've never been a huge fan, so. All right, guys, it looks like they're probably about done with coverage. I might go to the overtime, but let's look at our final lineup. Gregson, Gibbs, Allmendinger, Hemrick, and Mayer in the top 5. Good recovery for Sam Mayer. Unfortunately, points-wise, he's still pretty much going to be a must-win next week, even with how he ran today. Bain, 6, good recovery after the mistake. What could have been? If he hadn't had that mistake, he very well easily could have been having a shot at the win. We had really good speed there at the end. Just didn't have the real track position to go after it. And then Chandler Smith, great run. 7th position for Chandler Smith this weekend. Great run. Riley Herbst, after early contact, kept his nose clean the rest of the race, fought hard, and came home 8th. 9th, Austin Hill, no tires on it at the end, so definitely lost some spots. Allgaier, same thing. Barry, same thing. Those guys had scuffs. They just had nothing for them. Castle made a mistake, hit the wall, lost a lot of positions. He had a top 5 car today. Bailey Curry, Brennan Poole, good runs for those guys, keeping their cars clean and bringing them home where they did. Real bummer for Stephen Parsons to have that wreck late in the race because he really had a good car, and it looked really solid, and definitely a bummer to see that car out of the race because he ran well today. Definitely a shout-out to Stephen Parsons, even though he's not on that list of the top 20. Did a great job today. We'll take a few more chats, and we're going to wrap it up. Going into next week, Allmendinger +5, Allgaier -5, Hill -7, 28 for Mayer, 38 for Jones, so those are must-win. And Ty Gibbs is +30. His only goal next week, a couple stage points and finish the race, or just get 10 stage points, and you're probably about locked in. So at that point, Gibbs is all but locked in, but definitely just can't have a total catastrophe next week. Gibbs finished the regular season in 2nd. No, Gibbs actually finished the regular season in 4th. He lost a lot of spots in that final race at, was it Bristol? It might have been Bristol. Yeah, Bristol. He lost a lot of spots at Bristol. So Gibbs actually ended in 4th. And then I think the year Alan Kwiatkowski won proved that the old point system can create great moments. 100%. I mean, there's a ton of different examples where, battles go into the final race with different options and solutions. And I just think there's a time where, you got to have that battle building up. So, think of some of the greatest finishes. The greatest finishes aren't always green, white checkers. A lot of times it's, Craven and Busch. They battled for like 10 laps. That battle built for 10 laps while they were battling. It built for 20 laps before that while he was catching him. Chicagoland, same thing. Larson slowly catching Busch, and it builds and builds and builds and builds, and then the spectacular finish. And that's the thing. A great finish, it builds up, and then the finish happens. Even sometimes it's not a win. Bristol is phenomenal for that because over the course of like 20, 30 laps, somebody's catching, somebody's, getting closer, they're battling for the position. And so even though sometimes the guy makes the pass with 2 to go and finishes it off, you had 30 or 40 laps of build-up to that moment. And it's great. I mean, it really is a great finish when you have build-up to a finish. And build-up to a championship finish is the same way. Now, they're not all going to be, edge-of-your-seat thrillers. You're going to have some where somebody blows the field away, but that's okay. Sometimes a football game's a blowout. That's okay. Especially as a champion. Sometimes when a guy wins by 2 races because they just blew the field away, look at Max in F1, you sit there and say, wow, remember that season where he blew the field away and had it locked up 3 races to go? People are still going to tune in and watch a race because everybody's still going to race for that trophy. And I'm the same way. I don't care if the race is locked up. I mean, Chase Elliott had the race locked up in 2014, and I still watched it because I was interested in who won the race. I was more interested in watching the race happen. And that's the same thing for the championship. I think NASCAR underestimates how their fan base views the sport. I think they think the fans only are have a tiny attention span and can't focus on it. But it's something that I think we have to look at other series. Look at F1. The championship is locked up and they're more popular in America than ever. It's not about the championship fight. It's not. Like the idea that that's what gets people on, it's not. Racing gets people on. The championship fight is just something to watch along with. So maybe NASCAR will get it someday. Unfortunately, we're still in this system, but fingers crossed, Noah or Ray J will get it at Phoenix. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. We'll be live again tomorrow for the Dixie Vodka 400 for the Cup Series. William Byron on the pole, so he could lock himself into Phoenix going into next week. And I believe it is, Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott starting right along with him. All 3 of them definitely in positions where they could lock up some points, really help them get to Phoenix. A lot of guys outside the top 10 as well from that round of 8 group. So we'll see who gets through, but we'll be streaming tomorrow as soon as we go green, so tune on in. I'd love to see y'all stop by. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, And we'll see you tomorrow for the Dixie Vodka 400.